Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Forts Official Tournament 22 2v2 Death Match. We have completed the qualifiers, and now we are on to the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some of the greatest Forts games we have seen to date, as we have the strongest players who have made it through the qualifiers to show and play here in today's matches. As always, we have a delay that is going to be a 60-second delay, so feel free to ask questions in chat and the like, but do not expect there to be a response from myself while the commentary is going on. We do have a great many of the Forts players in chat. They will happily banter back and forth, as do we have the Forts developers themselves in chat that are happy to answer any questions you guys have. But for now, let's go ahead and join the Discord call with the rest of the tournament organizers, and we'll get this party started, shall we?
Hello. We have Incursus, who good
Hello
timing.
there. Perfect.
And we have Romero doing all of the cat herding and all of the behind-the-scenes technical stuff that we don't want to deal with.
Yes. Speaking of which, the observer tools.
Yes. I believe that's getting updated currently.
Okay, great. In that case, we can go through the introduction and get all the teams.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's switch over to our intro screen here. And first up, we've got Copium, consisting of Noah and now I believe, I'm not sure if Mech is actually his teammate in this one because I think there's been a last minute change.
Of course. Wouldn't be a Forts tournament without a last-minute change.
Yeah. It might change, but I guess we'll see. But yes, and also I believe Noah has he run or is he about to run his own tournament at some point in the near future?
He's
I think
about
he's
to
about
run.
to run something.
Yes. He's got his own community run tournament coming up.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's pretty cool. And he's been very active in our tournaments, in our official tournaments as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think as of last night, he got the top spot in the ranked pool this time.
Oh,
Wow, that's good.
Wait.
Very exciting.
Oh, it seems to have changed.
it changes every day. It's Teutonic took
Oh,
it
yeah.
back, it looks like.
Oh,
By
yeah, a few hundred
3
more games played
points.
today.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
God, Eaton's still at a 95% win rate. Why are you like this?
Oh, yeah, he's like a fraction of all the games played in the top 5.
It's amazing.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, and so the next team up. Let's see here. Make sure I've got this working properly. And the next team for this tournament is Danke Merkel, which is consisting of Amberulo and Finn.
Ooh. This is a team we have seen several times before.
Yes.
And they like their name, even though it's no longer an active, no longer active or true to real world politics, I guess. They've had this one for a long time.
They have. What do you think their chances are in the tournament this time? Because I mean, they're consistently here.
They are
So-
consistently here, and they've gotten better. This is something we've mentioned before, but we've had a lot of new players that have come and joined these tournaments, and we saw, like, for example, the qualifiers. We had so many players trying to join that we actually had a qualifier this time around to weed out, or to at least bring us down to a quantity of players where we could actually have a single tournament for it. And Ambrulo and Finn at one point were those players, and they were the new players that just smashed against the more experienced players and had their forts broken time and time and time again. And yet now here they are through the qualifiers into the main event.
Yep.
And I think
impressive.
they actually do have a pretty solid chance here.
Yeah, definitely a solid team. Very good.
Alrighty. Looking at the next team up is Eaton's coaches.
I'm sure
And-
Eaton loves that name.
I'm sure. Probably unlikely that they coached him.
Definitely unlikely, yes.
Definitely
Made with
most-
Stefan and Salzvak.
Yes.
And I
Salzburg is our German streamer tonight as well, isn't he?
yes, for those looking to see see this tournament casted both in first person as a competitor and as a commentator in the native German tongue, Salzburg on Twitch is the place to go see that. What is it? We had a bit of a. I was recently informed that there's a bit of a meme going on in this community because I get to experience a lot of different languages, a lot of different words that go around, and I don't know how to pronounce them all correctly. And
Right.
I pronounced the first several times, at least for a while, I pronounced Salzburg as Saleswork.
Oh, right.
And apparently that's just his nickname now, the one who sells work,
Oh, right.
which made me laugh so hard. So I tried to make an effort to learn to pronounce it better, and I'm not
Yeah.
sold on. I'm not confident on being able to pronounce it better yet. But I'm trying. I promise.
Coaches. I keep wanting to say Eaton's couches, but I'm not sure why. That's where they're coaching from.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
couch.
On
Yeah.
the couch. This was one of the
Cat
teams
on
that
this.
moved ahead in our qualifying event. So these were, I believe, the last team as well. Danke Merkel also moved down from the qualifiers, so they were not preceded from the FPL.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, so our next team is Genesis.
Lavin
with-
and full Felicis.
Correct. And now we've seen these guys a few times, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, they keep coming back.
Very consistent again.
Oh yeah.
And I'm okay with this. It's nice to have. I say that they haven't been top performers, but they've always been kind of middle of the pack. And I don't mean to disparage them. That is genuinely a compliment, because most of the players are so tightly knit at the top that
Yes.
just coming so close every time is impressive. And it's always a joy to watch them play, because you know you're going to get a good game.
Yeah, they definitely make some very interesting to watch matches.
Absolutely.
Okay, and next up we have Seep. Eaton and Mateo.
This is a power couple.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to put it.
Are we supposed to combine their names then, and they're like Iteo or something?
I can't think of a better way to describe it. We have Eaton, who is consistently the highest performer in terms of skill in forts, and we have Mateo, who's known for his laser accuracy, his ability to play with what it seems like a ruler and just slice spaces to and fro.
I think they'll definitely place top 7.
You know what? I would have to agree with that.
Maybe.
I
Top
would
7,
have to
I think.
agree with that.
I think we'll go with that.
Okay. And our next team is Sussells.
Yes.
Now, These guys just updated their logo 5 minutes
jeez.
before the
Oh,
the
no.
tournament.
I'm
great.
concerned. Okay.
Wouldn't be a fourth tournament without Among Us reference.
Okay.
Mm.
That's
Oh, God.
acceptable. I don't know what I expect. I appreciate they got the nuke in there.
Yes.
The drunk
Oh yeah,
nuke at that.
just the drunk nuke missing slightly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm expecting that to occur.
Oh, many
Oh, yeah.
times. With Alex and Firework.
Oh,
Alex is, I think, most known for the amount of mods and the content he created throughout the years. It's
He has gone pretty ham.
oh, that's a good way to put it. He's made some of the more
yeah.
complicated mods as well. So that's I appreciate that he is both a content creator in terms of Steam Workshop create content, as well as actually being very good at the game. So like he understands what makes the competitive play so good. He understands balance, and he can implement that in mods, or just purposefully ignore it for the sake of making utter chaos. And that's a conscious decision in the things he makes, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
Welcome to Flying Forts.
Exactly.
Fort
true.
ships. Sorry. Oh,
Fort
jeez,
ships,
He's
fort
gonna let me
ships,
live that down.
There's so many
God.
variations in my brain. They're all so similar. I mix it up every time. So it's okay.
Oh God.
And our last team tonight is Toxic Trihard, consisting of Bowser and Nuffages Puffy, or Noofages Poofy, or Canuffages.
I like Knuff.
I mean,
I like that. I want to stick
I
with
would,
that.
I would like to know the actual pronunciation.
Maybe that's the thing. There isn't one.
Yeah, they're all correct.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Okay,
Well-
so one team had to drop out. Yeah, so there
Looks
will
like
be a
it.
pair of buys. Yep.
Yep. So we have Team Seep, I think, buying into round 2.
Yeah, let's have a look at the bracket real quick. Yep, Team Seep has a buy.
Yep. So the Toxic Trihards and Copium are up first to decide who goes into round 2 and plays against Mateo and Eaton.
All right.
And to clarify for Copium, Noah's teammate is Acker Freak, who will be
Yes.
replacing Mech 70.
Indeed. I'm concerned if what Rome said was literal or or if that was not literal.
He's saying that Mech is unconscious, so let's hope he's just asleep.
That's probably the case. We've had that experience a few times.
Oh yeah. All right.
Now, actually, in terms of slots on the server, I'm not sure Eaton can be in there. Yep.
Yeah, he can just look on your stream, I guess.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
I was going to ask about that,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we're just looking for Copium team right now.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
So it's just Noah and Acker Freak, it looks like.
excellent.
I believe they're in their first practice match.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
Saying they had about 10
no.
minutes of practice.
Oh no!
Oh jeez.
Why have they done this?
Because one team withdrew, there's going to be a bye in the first round, so instead of having a few matches before them, they are up first.
Okay,
Makes sense.
that
If
makes
we
sense.
could ping them to come into the server.
To
would
be
be good.
fair, most of these players have played together a significant amount. It is not like they are completely inexperienced. Just generally, you want to at least warm up a little bit before playing in a tournament.
Oh yeah.
At least that makes sense to me.
Gotta warm up the hands. There we
There
go.
we go.
We have one.
We've got one in here, the other one is sure to follow.
Oh, jeez. Bowser has so many badges. Oh, God.
Let's see, is that more than Eaton? I don't think so. I think Eaton still has more, yeah?
I'm
Or
not
is
sure.
Bowser the most It's close.
Oh, yeah.
That's close.
Mateo has the most, and I have second, then Bowser.
Ah, okay.
Mateo has
Oh, that's
gotten a
right.
lot of those community ones.
I forgot
Okay.
to mention that we have a special guest with us in the chat. We have
Did you
Eaton
not?
joining us.
Oh, that voice is into my head? Oh. Just making sure.
It's your conscious speaking, Bob.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
Yes, for
Thanks
those
for joining us, Eaton.
for those who missed the introductions, we
problem.
have Eaton himself here in the voice call with us casters, and is going to be adding some insights throughout these matches.
Alrighty, so yep, we're starting to do our bans. Copium ban Scattershot.
It's helpful that they have the name of their team in their Steam name.
Yes, that was a very good call.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I think Noah... Did Noah go first?
Yeah, he did. That was not quite right.
Okay. I'm guessing that would be the same order if they did it the other way around, but... It looks like we have Scattershot and Pinchfist Band.
Surprise!
Two of the usuals. The usual suspects.
All right, so it looks like we are good to go. The bans have been completed. The
I think so.
teams are configured, and everything's ready to go. The time limit set to 15 minutes. Observer tools online.
Yep.
Ready when you are.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go. All good there, Rom?
Indeed.
Cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, exciting first match.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
Alrighty.
off.
Oh, boy. It's a spooky game.
Ah.
Alrighty. On the left side, we have Knuffies and Bowser with the Toxic Trihards. And on the right side, we have Copium XD with Noah and Acrofreak.
Yes, and
Both
both...
playing a spook.
That's what I was about to say. Both teams are playing as Spook. Means we're going to have a mirror match where everyone knows what everyone is doing at all times. Which is, to be fair, not terribly different from a match where Spook isn't involved. It's just a little bit easier for the players to keep track of things. I do want to
Everyone
point
is
out...
going workshop tech, it seems.
Yeah, everyone's going workshop tech at the same time, and everyone's doing some variant of the rear wind turbines, the back turbines. So they're able to hard wall and defend their turbines, their energy production, with metal, and yet they still have 100% efficient turbines. You see it implemented in its various ways. This is a tactic that has gained a significant amount of popularity recently, and I think rightly so. It's one of those strategies that the Forts community didn't figure out for a long time, or I guess more accurately, one of those strategies where we didn't figure out how to do it cost effectively for a long time, and then once someone figured it out, I genuinely don't know who would take the credit for figuring it out the first. I know I learned it from Eaton. Once it's got popularized, I realized, wait a minute, this is actually really good. Let's do this every time. And so
I
now
would
we're
give-
here.
I would give credit to Merrick's for that. He did it, and that's where I learned it from. Mateo as well.
I think I would have to credit Narf.
Yeah, Narf.
Narf gets a lot of credit around
was he does. It's with good reason. He does a lot of it. He actually comes up with a lot of these things. This is a very Narf thing
yeah.
to do.
He is the epitome of the fort's R&D, the R&D branch.
Good job, Bob.
There we go. I redeemed myself.
between him and Pence.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. It
Although
looks
I
like
think-
Surprised. There's no seep. I really
Oh, yeah.
expected if it wasn't to be banned, then one or both teams would pick it.
I mean, Seep is one of the commanders that's fairly often picked when not banned. Looks like we're
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
have a little bit.
Mm.
We do have some buzzsaw action going toward Team 2 here, so they're going to be defending that cannon. It was vulnerable to buzzsaw sniper. Was.
Bit of an oversight there, as they are spook. They did know that a buzzsaw was coming out from Team 1, but he dropped everything and protected it with sandbags as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Definitely a good idea. Losing a cannon now would be
Catastrophic.
not good.
Looks like the laser beam fire beam combo for the lower base of Team 2 right on time. Ooh.
Very close.
Very close indeed. That's technically not fully protected, but making that shot is extremely difficult. And it looks like Team 1
Oh, yeah.
not going to try again.
We have a bit of a mirror battle here. Both
Yeah.
teams are very similar.
Curious.
Although Team 2's top base has now gotten a cannon. Our second cannon.
Second cannon. And their first cannon is further ahead than Team 1's cannon, so Team 1 is just overall slightly further behind. I did want to point this out. Team 1's top base with the cannon did not do the fastest possible cannon rush here. I was expecting them to be a little bit more swift with it because they didn't go with the rear turbines. They technically had the ability to be further ahead in their build order, but instead they went with the 5 mines and in the process managed to get themselves slightly behind by 10-ish seconds.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
I
bought the
think about-
buzzsaw, and if it would have dropped Team 2's top base's cannon, it would have been very worth it, but now he's just behind because of that buzzsaw.
That
The risk did not
makes
pay off.
sense.
Although, in the end, they're firing almost at the same time, dealing core damage to Team 2's
Yes,
top base here.
and
Oh.
penetrating all the way through.
God, killed the tech.
Oh,
That
God.
hurts. Actually, that hurts a lot because that's gonna reset their players all the way down. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not
Direct
strong
core
enough.
damage.
Oh, he's out of energy.
That would have been enough.
That would have been lethal if he had the energy to burn through it. Oh, that hurts so
Cannon.
much.
Oh,
Miss of a cannon shot
wayward
there.
shot.
That's such a huge mistake. Oh, it hurts
It's
so
very
much
close.
to see.
Only has 3 rear turbines, one not very efficient, as we can see. Ooh.
Oof. All right, so it looks like we're at a kind of a stalemate here. Everyone's pointing cannons at each other, and no one's dealt any real damage. We do technically have core damage done on the field. Team 2, both of their players have suffered core damage. That does technically put Team 1 in the lead. Because in 8.5 minutes, when we hit 0 on the countdown timer, if things have not changed, if no cores have been destroyed or exterminated between now and then, Team 1 will win at the end of the stalemate as the tie-break condition. But position-wise, on the map, strategically, just looking at the status of every fort, no one's winning here. It's just a draw. Or just right in the middle. However,
That was a nice shot.
yes,
Oh, man.
a couple very well-placed shots for Team 1. That does put Team 2's lower base in a rough spot, but not enough to make the difference yet.
Oh.
Ooh. And I think that balances it out just by a few percentage points. Very close.
Yeah,
Oh,
that actually
Give some
puts...
fire damage.
Oh, no!
my.
How did that penetrate? Did that
Yeah.
hit just below?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think so.
That looked. I'm gonna have to look at that in the replay. That looked. I'm pretty certain that went below the main armor block and still managed to hit the core.
Seemed like it.
I will have to. I need to see the replay on that one. So I'm not certain. Okay. In either case, an extremely well placed shot out of Team 2's Acker here.
Yeah, very well placed shot there. Oh,
Ooh.
store snipe.
That's the comeback shot they needed to make the difference here. That's one cannon removed.
Oh,
Ooh,
interesting.
all that extra weight. All that
Yeah,
extra weight on Bowser's fort could pull him down if he's not careful.
This is what ropes are for, Bowser.
Use the rope. Looks like he's still going for that mine shot. Team 2 bottom player has defended a bit more around his mines just to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Oh, the splash damage. It's just slowly ticking away at the core's HP.
Bowser has lost a lot of metal and a lot of time just due to those turbines not being back turbines. Being as exposed as they are, he's lost a lot.
Indeed.
Like he's gonna try nukes to come back, but that's gonna be a lot of time to get those.
He's gonna need to stall.
He does have the
we have a
time
howitzer.
at the moment. Oh, howitzer is dangerous.
Oh yeah.
That one can actually just end the game here if that completes.
Bowser's gonna need to sustain a lot of AA to take care of that howitzer. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it.
Bowser does have access to the additional mines of both players, so it's got a lot of economy right now, a lot of income, but the howitzer with the cannon follow-up is devastating.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that is cannot be overstated. Oh,
Oh,
no.
very nice shot.
Nice shot.
Resetting the clock on those swarms as well as breaking one of them is might just delay it beyond the time limit here.
Very well placed shot by Ackerford here.
Indeed, that's the second laser that's done a ridiculous amount of damage so far out of Ackerfreak.
I don't think Bowser's cannon has an angle on those lasers. Ooh. Jeez.
The shots out of Ackerfreak
Bowser.
here. Wow.
That is rough.
GG.
Very well placed shots from Ackerfreak here. Not missing a beat. No, we're just suppressing with more cannon fodder. Waiting for that howitzer to complete.
Oh, the desperation turbines. Doesn't have the energy to do things. It's just putting them up there, hoping they survive. Oh no, it hurts so much. And now the howitzer's coming online.
Yep.
Noah's going to destroy Bowser here.
Oh, some nice core damage, but I don't know if it's going to make a difference. He does not have enough in front of his core to defend howitzer cannon.
No, it's going to go deep. Like Noah just goes
So
straight
Noah's
to the
waiting for
front
energy.
here.
There it is.
Yeah, Noah just goes straight to the front here. And there it is.
Oh, straight to the core. GG. Oh, Noah sells off. There we go.
The Team 2 curse.
Oh yeah.
It has been broken.
Fair enough, strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, straight away first time. Maybe it'll be only Team 2 this time.
Switching roles.
All right, so I'm checking this
I hope
replay
not.
because that first laser shot was just disgusting, and I need to see it.
Disgusting.
Oh man.
I think it took us all by shock.
They must have been secretly Warthog or something.
No, that just went straight through the armor.
Jeez.
That just went deeper than I expected.
There's
That's
a-
He didn't
Very
replace the
hits
city
again.
bag, so the fire beam finished all the wood.
Yep. And there is a downside of the back turbines. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to
Oh.
undefend the front of your core, which is dangerous. As we
Yeah,
there are some
so
disclaimers, I believe.
there are some two elements there. One, yes, there was a layer of wood on the inside that was removed to allow the rear turbines to function. Also, there's a layer of wood on the outside in front that would normally be present, but was instead background bracing. It looks like at some point the sandbag replaced 2 entire layers of, like 2 boxes worth of foreground bracing in front, and that meant there was almost nothing in front of the core. Just a piece of metal and a couple pieces of wood in front of it where the laser struck. So yeah, that just went straight through. There was not a solid wall there. Okay.
Well,
Yikes.
still a well-placed shot.
Yes. Wow.
Alrighty. And with that, Copium XD moves on to round 2, and the Toxic Trihards go into the lower bracket. Just a reminder, this is double elimination, so the teams that do lose do have a chance to come back and win it all.
Excellent.
All right.
Yeah, so it's going to be Sussells versus Eaton's coaches.
Looks like it.
And how much did these guys coach you, Eaton?
They didn't. I'm not sure where they come up with that name, but
Uh,
I think they beg to differ.
like we don't even speak the same language. I don't understand it.
They
Bit of a
coach
language
from
barrier there.
afar.
what's the translation for cannon? Alrighty. So yes, we're just waiting on Alex and Firework, I believe. There we
There's
go.
firework.
I believe team one is Sussells. Okay, so we'll need them.
We're still missing.
Yep.
Whatever they arrive.
Soulswork Team 2.
Oh yes, that's right. He's streaming his point of view, right?
Yes,
he's fine.
indeed. Make sure
Yes.
to check him out on Twitch. That is Salzvac.
A German stream, I believe.
Indeed.
Indeed. And there we go.
Are these teams right?
I believe Sussells is team one.
Switch, Firework, and Stefan.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Excellent.
Just waiting on Commander Brands here. There we go.
Scattershot is banned.
Or Scattershot never gets to play.
Never gets to play. Oh no, they didn't ban Seep. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. On stalactites. Uh-oh. Well, this
Should be
is
an interesting one.
Yeah. We're gonna see how this one goes. We might see some missile action here.
Can't wait. All right.
Everybody readied up?
good if I did.
It looks like we're ready to go.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Yep,
Alrighty.
there's the seep.
Oh boy.
And
Alright.
so here we have it. Last time we had a mirror match of Spook versus Spook. This time we have Seep versus Spook with the Sussells team on the left side picking up Seep, facing against their opponents, Eaton's coaches, going Spook. Now,
So to their advantage, they will know that their opponents are Spook or Seep. I mean.
indeed. So, see, that is one of the features of Spook. Spook does get to immediately reveal who the opposing commander is. So, the right side team will expect missile-based shenanigans out of the left team here, or at least missile-based play. So, they're going to know to prepare for that, and I think we're seeing that in the form of the armory being placed down for both sides. I would also like to see Team 2 play for some map control, as missiles requires at least some notable amount of map control in order to work properly. Otherwise, they just get shot down out of the sky.
Jeez. That is some tiny door.
That is an extremely tiny door, and it's definitely only capable of sniping that one sniper position from his opponent directly across. Which, you know, it works.
Very true. Yeah, that sniper is just gonna be there to counter snipe the snipers.
Yes. That is exactly what I want to see. Make them fight for the map. Shout out to this little trick up here with Salzvek. Putting these two little triangles on the inside and outside of the door just to make it invisible.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but I think Firework will shoot below the core with his swarms and kill top base.
I
It's a
think
good
it's
shot.
entirely possible. He's gonna have limited time, however, as Salzwerk will be... Ooh. That should trigger... Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, Salzwerk will be putting some additional goodies below. By goodies, I mean wood, because that's where Salzwerk intends to put his lasers.
Yeah, that is definitely a scary shot that you have to be careful of. It's like Stefan is getting flak here as well. Definitely a good idea is once those nukes get out and the active starts getting used, those armored swarms really do a good job at distracting AA.
Oh, yeah.
Quite good. Black door is angled a bit too low, but that's alright.
Well, the flak... that particular flak is able to shoot at the missiles from above, coming from the first player. And because of its tiny door, it does actually keep it protected significantly from snipers and counterplay, which flak are notorious at being vulnerable to. So I do like it, even though it can only shoot down half the missiles. It just means they need additional flak sources, which I
And
believe
we can
they
see
have.
the one who sells work here has a flak all the way in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So for the sole purpose of protecting Stefan here.
Yes. And that's what I like to see. We have teamwork, we have the lower base protecting the upper base, we have the upper base protecting the lower base, and it's going to be very difficult for those missiles to make it across.
Oof, top base forgot his 5th mine. That's bad.
He is going for lasers, so if Team 2 can hold out here, and they get their laser shots out, that will be helpful. But the nukes hit
Yikes.
hard. I mean, hefty repel there, especially not connected to his mines. And you can see his metal just draining. Using their
he's-
spook ability to just figure
you
out what's
know-
inside Team 1's base here.
He notices the 5th mine there and builds it immediately.
Yeah, with the nukes repair bill here, gotta make sure those are you have all the mines you can.
Absolutely. And remember, both players don't have to survive unscathed to the late game. Team 2 just needs to have one player get their lasers on the field. So it's okay if Cell's work in their top base here gets pummeled out of existence, as long as their second player is able to gain the heavy weapons that they need.
And yeah, if Salzwerk is fast enough, he can use the laser as a defensive weapon to defend against the lasers, or the nukes incoming.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, jeez.
Poor Stefan. Doesn't have the money to
rough.
repair. Not actually doing serious damage to the integrity of the base, but enough splash that the repair bill on that is almost untenable.
Yeah. Oh, we have the fast missiles. Oh, jeez. Uncontested completely.
Uh-oh. There's not enough map control going on here. The flak are offline. There's no real counter sniping out of Team 2. I'm curious to see Team 1's investing fairly significantly into anti-air.
It looks like it.
Those aren't positions that you would expect machine gunners to be in if they were expected to be upgraded to miniguns. Oh, the nuke snaked so deep into the sniper nest.
I think the AA is because they're afraid of a howitzer, because the howitzer would hurt much more than anything else. And they haven't seen what weapons Team 2 has yet, so it's fair.
That is true. That is a preemptive. I didn't think about that.
It definitely is a valid fear at this point. The lasers for Team 2 are just coming online. Firebeam and the second laser is placed, but not done yet.
Oh man. Seep nukes getting completely cleared out of the sky.
Oh, that flak. Oh my gosh. Very clutch flak right there.
Yes.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Team 2 is doing very well here. Team 1 is about to be in a world of hurt, and they know it. Oh, target spotted. That laser position has been revealed. It's going to get nuked. It's going to get nuked a lot.
Looks like he's accounting for that and building out just in front of it, just to make sure it has the proper defenses. Team 1 has a decent amount of uncontested AA here, although that could go south very quickly if Team 1 was to get miniguns or of any sort.
The nuke, it just keeps going so deep. Like, the nuke going deep doesn't necessarily cause some extra deformation that's going to break the base. It just means that the nuke deals more splash damage to a larger area of the base, which is... It costs a ridiculous amount to repair that much splash damage. You cannot be taking hits like that and expect to proceed. Oh.
Just going for a straight up shot.
Oh.
Very nice follow up there.
Just want to point out how nice that follow-up was. Both players sank their lasers directly into the same grid slot space of this, from opposite sides.
Unfortunately for Team 2, that still was not enough. They're going to need to utilize the fire beams there.
Yes.
Although now that Team 1 knows that they're going lasers, they're going to definitely specialize their defenses. Oh. First nuke gets shot down. Second nuke gets shot down. Very nice.
Defensive laser. It's nice.
Defensive and offensive. Very well played.
Nice.
Looks like some of those machine
Yeah,
gunners are being
turbines.
upgraded to minigunners now that Team 1 realizes that it's lasers and not howitzers.
Hot base does have one just to remove excess gunners from Team 2 here. Anything to help their nukes get through is what they need to be doing right now. That is priority number 1.
Yes. Who's going
Surprisingly,
to
nearly
fire
10 minutes
next?
into the match, no core damage. Not something you usually see with nukes in the match. Another nice follow-up.
If only that fire beam managed to land first.
It was a nice shadow on the buzzsaws. That buzzsaw could do a bit of damage, no matter where fired.
Well, they have it aimed now, so if he just shoots the fire beam a little higher and then they both do the plasmas, it'll probably kill Alex there.
Very true. Oh, another seep nuke shot. Ooh. Okay, airburst nuke, or airburst missiles, that's good. Good for Team 2's top base, that's for sure.
Team 2's top base has built so far forward that when a hit like that happens on the inside, the whole thing nearly crumbles.
Oh.
Not enough energy.
Ooh.
Oh, nearly getting the tech.
The tech, while not terribly important to Team 1 anymore, is expensive. And it did deal quite a lot of damage to Team 1's economy.
The nuke's going for top base. Ooh, lands. Interesting. Team 2 spamming that ability as much as possible to get as much eco out of Team 1 here.
It's working. It's not enough to take the lead, but it is working. Team 2 is struggling for energy. Surely you can add to those rear turbines over here.
Yeah, Stefan's base only having 3 turbines, probably not at 100% efficiency, is going to not be enough for a laser fire beam combo there.
Especially considering that there are rockets now being fielded.
Yep. Although if that EMP can get through, it could open up some spaces where lasers were not viable before. Just saving the lasers for the actives. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all.
It is terrifying.
Especially if you also have the lasers lined up to also deal damage.
Oh yeah. Ooh, very nice shot on Stefan's firebeam there. Firework and Alex trying to step up their sniper game. It seems to be working out for them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a close to a... If that EMP had gotten shot down in his base, would have been a bit unfortunate for him. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, the nuke airburst just before it gets in.
It still scattered all of those swarms in, which is painful.
Had a lot of damage.
It did.
That was surprisingly, that was all swarms. Very surprising there.
I think it was close enough that the nuke airburst, because the nuke, when it is destroyed by machine gun fire, it still explodes and still deals its AoE damage. I think it was close enough that it actually dealt some damage to the base, just the front of the base, and then the swarms came from within, dealing even more damage. Which, to be fair, was less damage than if the nuke had made it deeper and detonated on its own.
Yeah, I think Team 1 is going to...
Oh
man, that was very
What a
close,
nice
though.
laser shot.
Yes.
Just firing that second laser just to be sure no core damage gets done in the last 1 minute and 15 seconds here.
Yeah, there's very little time, and nukes do much more damage than lasers.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking if no core damage gets done or nothing major happens, Team 1 might have this.
Yes, for those who are unfamiliar with the rules, if they're in the case of a draw, in the case of a tie, the winner goes to the team who has the most remaining core HP. And if both teams have the same amount of core HP, then the tertiary tiebreak is on damage dealt. So the team with the most damage dealt will win. I strongly suspect at this point it is Team 1. However, we do not have any way of seeing that until the end game screen.
About 20 seconds left in this match. Team 2 needs to pull off something pretty good here. Second laser just finished for Stefan here. He has the energy for it. He's probably just going to go for a Hail Mary shot, going for the buzzsaws. Ooh.
One more.
Uh-oh.
Not enough.
Not enough.
No.
The dense bracing
was
too
it.
dense. There we go.
He's well played.
Very well played. Team 1 with the victory.
Yeah, getting no core damage dealt in a Seep match is very impressive.
Yeah, that was... I'm genuinely impressed with Salzberg and Stefan here. That was extremely well played.
Oh yeah.
They just couldn't get the damage done once they brought their weapons out. And I'm actually surprised by that. Typically the way that matchup rolls, the way it goes is if the Seep player is unable to deal damage or unable to end the game or at least get so much damage that the defending team is effectively out of the match, then usually the heavy weapons players get a few shots off and that's just it. The Seep players, the aggressors, the early aggressors they just don't survive because they're at a disadvantage going into the late game.
Both teams surpassed their expectations. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
I would say not necessarily, because the nuke players, once they deal a lot of damage, they slow the heavy weapons players down, and they can just build a lot of armor and then just tank all the heavy weapons for a while, while also slowing down the heavy weapons players with their nukes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with
Any
Seep, where
suppressor
you don't know
fire.
where it's gonna paint. Yeah. If they had gone cannons and a howitzer, maybe, because that's much more eco damage and actual core damage, but they went for lasers, so it didn't really work.
Yeah, I think I usually do cannons in a scenario like that. Or at least I would.
The lasers did help Team 2 survive, however. And that's worth pointing out.
Yes, of course.
But surviving is not enough in the tournaments. You must destroy your opponents.
Alrighty. Well, very well played by both players there.
Indeed.
We have Sussells moving on to round 2 and Eaton's coaches going into the lower bracket. Let's see. Up next we have Danke Merkel versus Genesis.
Looks
Yeah.
like the players
Actually-
are here.
Yeah,
The map
that was
is-
really quick. They got themselves
yeah.
ready. That's good. Teams are correct.
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Team 1 bans Scattershot. And Team 2 bans Spook.
Very
Cool.
nice.
They've had enough of the Spook shenanigans. Only Pinch Fist now.
Poor Scattershot.
Yeah, Scatter is never gonna get played, ever.
Scatter Sniper's too strong.
Maybe we'll have another Scatter v Scattershot matchup. Alright, looks like we're ready to go.
Cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
My game just crashed.
Oh, that's bad.
Alright.
No force for you.
I guess not.
Should be able to
Thanks, Dean.
rejoin as a spectator, yes?
Yes, I should be able to.
Okay, so we won't have to interrupt the players here.
I don't think so. Alright, 1 second, chat.
Alright, then here on the left-hand side, it is Danke Merkel. As the Pinch Fist commander, facing off against Genesis as the Phantom commander. We saw this in the qualifiers last week.
You did. Yep, we saw some very good Phantom play.
I have no idea how it's going to turn out this time. Last time it was on a larger map where they could get away with more things and be a bit more defensive, which Phantom enjoys because it was more space for them to play with, more distance they could cover with the Spook's passive ability and feature of moving weapons around. But here in vanilla, The bases are close. The income is low. And Team 1, I could have sworn was going for an aggressive build. Looks like they're going mass cannons. Whereas Team 2 is... Oh, look at that! Those are fake mines.
Very nice.
Uh-oh.
Fake
Oh.
mines, eh?
Oh no. They're feigning a late game play. Where okay, so Team 2 is doing something we haven't seen yet in these competitive matches. They're actually using the Phantom's mind games ability. These are fake mines. They are effectively free to put down and place, but they appear as regular mines to the opponents. This, if the opponents are looking at this correctly, means that the opponents are saying, "Oh, this is a late game build. We don't have to worry about early game aggression if they see these additional mines placed here." Whereas Team 2 is instead building 3 upgraded heavy mortars and is going to portal them horizontally and is going to try to knock out Team 1 in a single shot. And Team 1 knows this is coming and is already fully prepared for it.
Oh, they just given it away and firing.
That's
All
one
connect.
hit. They all hit.
Jeez, what odd bases they both players have here. What is
Yeah.
happening?
Well, so Team 1 saw this coming a mile away and defended against it. But Team 1 was already going for... They were already going for a super greedy rush. So they had these kind of deformed pinch fist style bases that they had to immediately transition out of in order to survive. And it looks like they're trying to do the pinch fist thing of... they were doing the pinch fist thing of they're going to build extra batteries and metal struts around just so that they can sell them off later once they actually stabilize things. I genuinely haven't the foggiest idea what the whole rope bridge thing is for.
Are they tech sharing?
It's gotta be it, right? Oh,
I mean,
yes.
there's nothing else.
Yes,
I
they're
think it's
tech
tech sharing.
sharing the cannon. The cannon tech.
Oh man.
Oh
And
my
the metal
god.
storage as well.
That is the longest tech share I have ever seen.
All right, interesting.
Now he can just sell off the batteries and place a cannon.
Looks like he's giving it back for a second there. They're sharing metal as well.
Yeah.
Since they are pinch fist, they get full reclaim on that. Uh-oh, looks like he's deleting something. Oh, there
This
we go.
is a meme strat, and it's actually capable of dealing damage. It's not fast, and it's not worth it for sure, but
Yeah.
it isn't useless. And I love to see it.
This is such a weird game.
It's like, straight up, both teams are being cheeky and being unusual, and they're being cheesy. Team 2 is just doing it for the sake of having fun. Team 1's doing it for the sake of having fun. Team 2 is actually just trying to end Team 1 here, using the cheesy
Oh, yeah.
strategies. And it looks
That's
like...
so cool though. The
Yeah.
bridge.
I've not seen that
Jeez.
before.
They have to be careful of deformation though, as that bridge could easily fall.
Oh yeah.
Which
Oh
would
yeah.
be unfortunate.
I do want to point out, as I've said this every time, the reason we don't see Phantom a lot is because Phantom specializes in these mind games. We saw here some extremely strong mind games out of Team 2, and Team 1 just saw right through it as if nothing was going on.
Yep.
That's why we don't see Phantom most of the time.
Got dual howitzers on Team 1 here.
Oh my
gosh.
god.
Yeah.
I mean,
He built 7 batteries, and I was like, what is he doing?
Jeez.
I was
All around
What is
his
happening here?
fully expecting those batteries to be sold off the moment the tech sharing was complete, just as a way of storing extra power and extra metal, because you get your resources back when you sell the batteries. Looks like the fire beam, laser beam coming out.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Goes deep, but not deep enough. Team 2's top
The
base
bridge
survives.
survives. The bridge survives. Oh god.
Here we see the laser weaponry removed from their firing positions. This is one of the concerns out of Phantom in a base this small with such low economy. You really don't have a place to move your fire beams or to move your weapons other than your explicitly placed doors for your weapons to be. So, like, sure, the weapons are safer than being behind their doors, but not so much. Not enough that anyone really considers it worthwhile.
Interestingly enough, Team 1's bridge design here could have been used by Team 2 as well. They could have moved things onto that platform and shared it, and then moved it into each other's bases. Tech
Yes.
sharing and all that stuff, weapon sharing, all of that is possible with Phantom,
Yes.
which would be interesting to say the least. But you know, they could do it.
Good lord. Someone's gonna do that now.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I think even if they did have the defenses for this, dual howitzer is just kind of a death sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the weapons. Uh-oh.
Oh,
There
no.
we
That
go.
howitzer. That howitzer is on fire.
I want to point out both of those howitzers were fired at the 6-minute mark, which
2 questions.
is not
Yeah.
the slowest it could be, which is not the fastest they can be fired. So this was not like a perfect cannon howitzer timing. But it wasn't slow. 6 minutes for a howitzer, especially 2 howitzers, is not slow at all.
Yeah, I believe for pinch fist 440 is the fastest you can get for 2 howitzers.
Yes. And remember, they went maximum.
My gosh.
Oh gosh, and remember that Team 1 got 2 howitzers, despite going maximum economy and having to face tank the early aggression out of the Phantom triple heavy mortar. Like, that's wild.
Jeez. I mean, the benefit of one player having all of the big weapons is they don't need to coordinate. It's
Yeah,
just
no, they're
coordinating
just-
with yourself, which sometimes just works the best.
Just pummel through the front door because you have 2 howitzers gifted to you by your teammate.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And the funny thing is too, they probably did that specifically for this map. This would not work on, I mean, other vanilla maps, sure, but ones that had to be like this, it's a definitely specialized thing that they did.
Yes.
Oh god. What are they building?
That looks like an Among Us to me.
I think it might be an
I think it might
Oh
be.
my-
It's a bean.
God.
He's gonna make a bean.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the howitzer might... Oh, I think it's gonna end it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. The Among Us doesn't get to finish.
Oh. Mass
God.
destruction. Everybody's
Perfect.
dead.
What a game.
Beautiful.
Oh, jeez,
That
that's funny.
was a masterpiece of a game.
All right. Well, GG.
I can't. I've never seen that before. And that was beautiful. So, Danke Merkel moves on in the upper bracket. That means the next match is going to be the lower bracket rounds. So, Eaton's Coaches versus Genesis will be our next matchup here.
Looks like it. Well, very well played.
Good lord.
The winner of this first round lower bracket will be moving on to fight the Toxic Trihards.
Yes. I'm still thinking about the text sharing shenanigans. Like, oh my, I've never seen that. I would think if you're going to do that, it would be so much easier to text share from the lower base to the upper base. But that's not what we saw. They
That's great.
passed a tendril of wood struts through the upper base without interacting with the upper base. So they could stab it into the lower base and inject technology into it. Like, oh my god.
It was very simple too, very refined. They definitely put a lot of time into that.
Yes. They were
I've only
on
seen
top
that
of
one
it.
other time. I've only seen that one other time, and Mateo shared his tech with Noah.
It worked well.
I would
Although-
like to point out, watching that replay, that Team G was one mortar volley away from taking out the lower base. If it, I think they refired one time right after a buzzsaw, and they deviated just enough to avoid the opening it created.
Ah, I saw that it had gotten pretty close. I didn't notice it was that close.
It was a very close opening.
Yes.
That phantom play with both teams here executed their builds very, very well.
Very
They
well
were
indeed.
both very impressive. Alrighty. Like we said, we have Eaton's coaches versus Genesis here. The first lower bracket of today.
Let's see what the bands are. Scatter shot is
I was
banned.
waiting. Yep, I was waiting for a last person to join the lobby. I'm like, wait, what's happening?
No, it's Salzburg.
Nobody's coming. Where are they?
And see.
Ah, there it is. Scatter and seep. Alrighty.
Okay.
It's nice to still be surprised in this game after 2,500 hours, still seeing something new.
That's what I love about forts. It's just got so much you can do. All right, our teams are ready. The match is made. Let's do this.
3.
Alright, let's see if I don't crash this time. That'd be nice.
And
All
we're
right.
off. And the shenanigans are afoot already. Oh,
Oh, man.
jeez. So here we have
right.
on the left-hand side, it is Eaton's coaches playing as the Spook Commander. They will have access to see their opponent's technology choices, their commander, and siphon some resources away from them every so often. Because their opponent's Genesis, their commander revealed, it's shock and awe.
Oh yeah, definitely a well thought through pick for this map, I'm sure.
So lacking Seep as an option, we're not expecting too much in the way of swarm missiles. Well, swarm missiles are still good, you can still use them, but without Seep, there are just more powerful options you can choose. Shock and Aw's gimmick, Shock and Awe has two gimmicks. One, it gives them access to oil barrels, which oil barrels allow you to gain remote control of sections of base. So you don't have to have direct connections to your expansions. You connect once, you build an oil barrel, and for so long as that oil barrel exists, you don't have to maintain the connection. It means that on a map like Balls here, you can get some much more easily defensible expansions. Of course, we see swarm missiles out of both sides, despite neither side being Seep. Swarm missiles are good enough to be worth doing that. Though I suspect you won't see a dramatic overinvestment into them. And one of the reasons for that is Shock and Aw's second ability. Shock and Aw's second ability temporarily converts...
Oh, alright.
Brutal.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's 500
That's rough.
metal lost and all the building time. That's going to throw off Team 2 extensively. Does that actually make the difference? Because Team 2... So, I'll continue what I was doing before, so excitedly interrupted. Team 2's Commander Shock and Awe, the active ability converts fire beams into plasma lasers, and it converts 20mm cannons into standard cannons for the duration of the active, which means that you can build a lot of these cheaper hybrid weapons, do a lot of damage just scattered about, and then use the active ability to do very deep, focused damage very quickly. And it's actually quite strong. You just have to survive long enough to get to there, which I imagine was the purpose of Team 2 going swarm missile opener, which of course has been delayed by the removal of the swarm missiles.
Yeah, Team 2's early aggression ability was, or hopes of it at least, was killed with that swarm missile. It's
Indeed.
a pretty rough setback. Team 2 is going to have to rely on their late game weapons from top base here.
Eaton, I think you did a fairly daring core swing on this map during a tournament once.
Oh my god, that was wild.
I think I
You
remember
still
that.
talk about
vaguely.
that, by the way.
Was it
Something
against
like that.
Mateo? Was it against
Yes,
Mateo?
it was against Mateo.
And he
was-
lasered your core and it didn't blow up because it left
Yeah, it was
10%.
so close.
The Warthog active got through.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
that was so good.
He
I
was
will-
so upset.
I want to point out something here real quick. If your core is destroyed, you lose control of your base because you don't have any other way of the core is the source of your control. However, with oil barrels, they are also a source of control. So if you lose your core as Shakana and you have an oil barrel, you can still control your fort. Typically, you don't have anything meaningful you can do because you can't get resource income because you've lost so much of your base. However, it looks like Team 2's top player is preparing for that eventuality. They have a battery, they have a metal storage, they have turbines behind protected. As long as not all of Team 2's top base's mines are destroyed, even if his core is destroyed, you can just
mighted him.
straight.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and core damage too.
Core damage there, jeez.
Fire beam penetrating and igniting everything, meaning even more fire everywhere. Oh no, the sniper
Uh-oh.
again.
Here we go
Oh,
again.
the
Oh
sniper.
no.
God, please don't miss.
Okay, he did.
Defensive
Oh
turbine.
god.
He
I don't know if he could have lived
almost
without
got
having
it.
that happen a second time. Uh-oh.
Oh
Those
jeez.
are
Here's the reply.
those are doing nukes there.
This is
Oh, and it's lit.
Oh, one gets shot down. Oh, second clears.
massive damage, bringing Team 2's lower core down to 41%.
Oh, we have the active ability charged.
And now,
Shutting down all the turbines on Team 2, or most of them at least. Actually, no, all of them.
and there you can see the fire beam plasma beam combo coming out of Team 1, despite Team 1 not having any plasma beams.
Must be hacking.
Welcome to Shakana.
Little nukes coming out again. This is scary. Oh, the gunners.
Gunners are good. Entrenched gunners,
Gunners
very
are good. Until they're not. Then we yell at them.
Yes,
Ah.
and we get
Poor gunners.
frustrated.
Some of us yell at them more than others.
I want to appreciate that nuke has not been repaired and is again exposed.
Still flaming.
Oh,
There we
no.
go.
What a shot.
Well, that wasn't very good.
Player eliminated.
Sal's work is out of the game.
That puts
If only
Team
he
1.
had a barrel.
If only he had a barrel. Would it have been enough? He doesn't have a metal store. It wouldn't have mattered. So Team 1 is actually in a very rough spot here. Team 1's last remaining base does have the laser production facility as well as a fire beam, but lacking a plasma beam of their own, they really aren't capable of dealing significant damage here. So Team 2 is just in the lead in every way at this point.
Well, if you can get to the nukes, you can try to land them with the fire beam, and that could be good.
True. Team 2 does have some really good trenches here.
Yeah, that's the problem though.
Oh, he fired
You
it.
need to get smoke of some sort or something to help. Well, the fire beams are good. They're still... I don't know if they're going to be enough for the distance that the trenches are
Yeah.
from where the nukes would be.
You needed to fire
be tough
both
to get them
nukes, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, protecting the swarms.
Oops.
Might
What?
get the buzzsaw.
I want to point out that the nuke
there's-
from Team 2 has been hardwalled. Was unable to fire
we go.
that during that last volley, but it looks like it's being uncovered now.
Luckily, he can't accidentally fire it.
Yes.
Oh, that would be bad. Oh. Oh, okay.
Very well played.
Buzzsaws are all right.
Buzzsaw AA.
We've seen that
We have
quite
to
a
see it
lot
at least
these
once.
days. Looks like Team 1's top base has managed to get a plasma laser, a plasma beam, mostly completed at this point. They still have 6 minutes left in the match to make the difference. The
Good shot
nuke
down.
taken down.
We can see Stefan here building more batteries just to be able to handle the 2 nukes at the bottom. He wants to fire them both at the same time, but just doesn't have the storage currently.
I think he does now.
Didn't before. He does now, yes. Oh. I don't know.
It's
There are a
not
lot
enough.
of gunners.
Yeah, that's just a lot of anti-air.
Oh, yeah. If he could get a nice angled shotgun maybe, or some sort of minigunner, something that could take out a lot of AA in one swoop, that would be good. But I don't know if he has the capability of doing that right now.
I am surprised to see they aren't using the sniper to try to deal with that nuke again. They used the buzzsaw on it, and then didn't snipe it.
Well, now he doesn't have an option.
Oh, we both know that sniper's coming right back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nukes. Going just
Aiming-
for the eco damage, it looks like.
yeah.
Not a bad idea. Oh.
Wow. Despite
Well,
that short
you know.
range, it still gets taken out entirely.
Both teams have good gunners right now.
Very good gunners, it would seem. He's getting ballsy with the... Oh! Oh, this could be bad. Very
Oh.
bad. Bringing the
9%
core
low.
down to 9%. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't do more structural damage. That was an internal... that was secondary explosions with the batteries.
Yeah, a nuke touches now. That could be very bad.
Oh, it just snuck through. Wow.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna stop talking now.
Welcome
I guess it's time
to...
complain about his gunners.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
welcome to
Oh
forts.
jeez.
This
Even
this
match
happens
now.
sometimes.
Well, Stefan has avenged his teammate here.
That actually
man.
puts Team 1 in the lead. I want to point out that Team 2,
Shot.
their lower player still has access to control these nukes and the machine gunners, but they cannot be used because they don't have any energy to fire their weapons.
Those gunners are unable to do anything. That would be helpful at this moment, but
Oh.
And that's it.
down to the
Team
funny
1
number.
is officially in the lead.
Okay.
At
Oh,
a 69%
no.
core health. That's rough. Team 2 really only able to do offensive damage when they have the active, limits their options. Although they do have a singular laser, but really not the energy to support it.
Interesting. That wasn't a full energy burn, but the double nuke coming out.
There's no AA. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Oh,
There it goes.
GG.
What a
Wow.
shot.
Very well played.
Team 1
Carbon
with the
coming in
victory.
clutch. Very well played.
I am impressed. I am very impressed.
Yeah, that was
That was a
very
great game.
interesting.
Coming back in the 1v2, we have Team Eaton's coaches moving on, knocking out Genesis.
On
Very
and
well
Salzburg
played.
to go on to the fight the loser of round 5, which is up next.
Sounds like Eaton has to get busy.
All right, so I'm going to go VC with my teammate. But I'll be back after the match.
All right. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Interesting caverns. Good map. I'm waiting to see if Team Seep goes Seep or if it just gets banned outright because Copium knows.
They know.
Noah has been hurt.
So this is going to be a power match here.
Oh yeah.
This is Noah and Acrofreak versus Mateo and Eaton. These are some of the most badged players in the game playing against each other. It does not matter the outcome of this. This is going to be a good game.
Oh yeah. Be very good.
This is
Good effect.
actually team one
Spelled.
here.
Everybody's being very friendly in the lobby.
That's weird. Usually they like to
Just
talk at
saying
each
hi
other.
to each other.
Some passive aggressiveness.
No, there's no smack talk.
Yeah, I know. It's like, hey, kick your butt.
Maybe that will
Usually-
throw them off.
It genuinely
too
might.
nice to them.
It genuinely
Yeah.
might. Eaton and Noah are notorious for constantly insulting each other. It's great. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yep, there's Seep banned. A little scatter shot. Not bad. And looks like Pinch is left to be chosen. Have to see if anyone goes for him.
Everybody ready?
I believe so. Looks like we're good to go.
Okay. Here we go.
Time's up.
3,
Let's do
2,
this.
1.
And we're off to another mirror match. We have Spook versus Spook. Here on the left-hand side of Caverns, this is the Seep team. Some of the best players the Forts community has to date, facing off against their opponents, Copium XD, also as Spook Commander. We already have. I've seen this build. This is not a new build, and this one is actually nice to see out of Team 2's lower base. I like this one. It's a little bit wobbly to start.
Both of the lower bases are doing something very similar.
Yes. Is that just going to be... Is this just the meta play now for this match? For this particular map?
It looks like both lower players are going two different tech structures. Team 2 going for the armory route, and Team 1 going for the workshop route.
Interesting.
Guessing bottom player on Team 2 is going to go for heavy weapons. 'Cause,
Usually,
rockets really
yes.
be the only thing here. But
I have also seen a variant of this where you go mortars, which I don't think are going to be used here, given its caverns.
yeah. Especially going for armory. You know, getting mortars is a bit trickier then.
Well, the counterpart in Team 1 is going for the workshop tech.
True.
I wonder if, because in this particular build pattern, the buzzsaw is actually quite good. This build pattern goes eco-heavy and then eventually builds up using a lot of wood to place your heavy weapons behind. Buzzsaws ruin that pretty hard because there's a huge time frame between the placing of the initial turbines and the placing of your heavy weapons, where you just have nothing but wood, making up a large amount of the integrity of your base. Yeah, it looks like Team 2 is panicking now. Team 1 player got a buzzsaw. Team 2 player knows about it because of Spook. And Team 2 is going wild with the wood spam.
Oh yeah, I'd be very afraid. Losing 400 metal there in turbines is not something you want to be doing.
Absolutely.
In a
Especially
match as close as this one.
Especially considering Team 2's player has actually sold off all the metal around their core. And surprise! Called it.
Ooh. Yep. That gives charging active there. Team 2 is able to see what's happening inside of Team 1's base fully for the first time, as well as draining some resources that they're not really utilizing. Both players on Team 2 are floating there for a minute.
Oof.
Although a howitzer has fixed that floating issue, as they typically do.
Yes, Team 2 going for the fast howitzer, the typical howitzer rush, even getting rid of significant portions of their own base to do so.
Jeez. They're really going after this.
Oh,
player
the
here.
panic metal.
Oh,
Well, you say that, but that was a single buzzsaw from each player. And one of them hasn't even rebuilt the buzzsaw. This is not a heavy investment in the early aggression here. I lied. They just added a whole line of mortars, which I didn't expect them to do. But, you know, it is an option.
yeah. Eaton here is not really able to invest more in buzzsaws. He's out of energy as it is. Two turbines is not going to be enough to support that type of buzzsaw anger.
Yes, especially not with a swarm missile behind.
Oh yeah, and the mortars as well, which probably will be heavy if they're not already. They're just incendiary for now, but we'll see. Ooh.
Does not save his buzzsaw or avenge it.
Noah. Yep, Noah going, starting to snipe, which is definitely good. Most of Eaton's stuff was all exposed.
It's just a
Definitely gonna lighten the
matter.
load.
It's just a matter of time before those heavy weapons come out. It's gonna be Noah taking hits from Eaton for the next 30 seconds or so, while the top bases rush their heavy weapons, and it's gonna be close.
It looks like the plan for Noah here was to go lasers eventually, but seemingly unable to get those out, as he was really kind of harassed there a little bit at the start.
Harassed, he nearly lost his base.
A few restraining orders were put in place, you know.
Yeah. Ooh.
Very nice.
Beautiful counterattack. All 3 mortars are removed.
I'm giving that to Spook there.
Yes.
Nice shot. Noah is on fire, still not repairing. There we go. I was like, wait, what is he doing? Come on, repair.
It's not enough.
Oh,
He loses a flak.
this is the flak.
He loses
Oh,
both.
2.
And the metal door. It hurts so much.
That's rough. Well, luckily for Noah here, he is floating. Just as we look at it there.
Yeah, well, now he's got
He has
turbines.
the metal to replace. Yep. He did lose a considerable amount of stuff.
Does Mateo come in with the follow-up? No. Why is Mateo not firing his laser? Okay.
Here we go.
Do it.
Does have the energy for it.
Why?
It's strange. He might just be waiting for Eaton's nuke to come out. I'm not sure.
I don't... Okay. I mean, I guess whatever makes him happy. Like,
Just waiting for the laser, the fire beam, possibly.
he's...
Oh, that active canceled his. That was a good active right there.
He's waiting for the door snipe, I think.
Very possible. Team 2 is not really able to do door snipes at this point, so keeping your doors open is not a huge threat until this cannon comes out.
Yeah,
But still risky nonetheless.
it is. I mean, if he
Freak's
nails
cannon's
the
just about
shot...
finished. Oof, jeez. Oh, saving the flak. Nice.
Gets
Mortar
it.
still lands, but much better than a nuke.
Once Team 2's cannon is revealed, surely
Uh-oh. What happened?
What?
a self-collapse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh.
And he gets the door snipe!
Oh
Oh!
my gosh.
That was
All right.
that was a cleanup. That was a class act.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta watch some of
Showing their superiority
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It looks like Noah tried to have some sort of stability tech, but never got to finish it. It was probably being constructed while he was being harangued with the mortars and the buzzsaws.
Oh no. Well,
That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, he just built so much out on the front.
Yeah, he just collapsed.
Oh jeez. And that door snipe. That was beautiful.
Oh man.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh jeez. Well, a series of unfortunate events for Team 2 there, but that's how it goes.
Well then, Team 2 knocked to the lower bracket. Next up, it
Okay, well
is
played.
the Sussells versus Danke Merkel. That was extremely well played. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Noah there. He probably meant to get some stability tech further down the line, but just never got to it
Yes.
until it was too late.
Noah does love his stability tech. Unfortunately, did not save him this time because he didn't have it. I'm still
jeez.
impressed. Like, Mateo was sitting there waiting for the howitzer to fire. She's sitting there for so long, and just the moment the howitzer fired, it was over. Just immediate game-winning move.
If you remember the last 1v1 tournament, Mateo had that happen to him on his first howitzer shot, and he did come back, by the way, with sniper spam.
Yes. It's just... I just love seeing that, especially when it's planned. Like, sometimes it isn't planned, it just happens, or it's like an off-the-cuff, it's flick and click kind of thing. When your strategy involves, I'm going to door snipe this and end the game, it isn't, I just happen to land the shot, it's, I'm planning to remove your strategy from the game. And when you are sitting there planning it for 30 seconds, and then everything goes according to plan, it's just so much more satisfying.
That's for sure. All right.
Sussells. Bands first.
Let's go.
Very well played by Seep, and Copium goes down to the lower bracket to fight Eaton's coaches later on in this round.
So, Copium had to fight Eaton, and then now has to fight Eaton's coaches.
See if he has better luck this time.
I kind of expect to see that matchup again in the finals.
That would be good.
Give them. I kind of expect to see the rematch. If I were to have any expectations, I would think that would be the rematch in the finals, coming from the lower bracket. I want to believe. All right, we have Scattershot bands and Pinchfist band. So we might have a. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna see Seep this time, given Abyss as the map. But
Definitely an odd one.
probably Spook. Maybe Architect. Architect is another good choice here.
A lot of possibilities for Abyss.
Absolutely.
All right, looks like we are good to go.
Time's
All
up.
right,
Let's
here.
do this.
3, 2, 1.
And we're off. It's a Spook Mirror match, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the left-hand side, we have Team Sussells coming in with the Mungus memes, facing off against their opponents, Danke Merkel. Hot off the back of some meme-based victories, Danke Merkel, I wonder if they have any strange strategies for Abyss. Abyss, quite an unusual map given the verticality of it. Definitely, I haven't seen any particularly strange strategies out of Abyss recently. Abyss is known for its, I'm going to say, unconventional strategies, but there hasn't been a grand revamping of its strategies since, I don't think, ever. And I don't know if we're going to see anything like that today, as today would be the time to bring out the big reveal of some game-breaking or some meta-defining strategy and to wield them against your opponents. Looks like we just have some basic sniping and pressure out of Team 1. Applying some damage to the turbines of Team 2 here, but nothing particularly eventful. I'm not sure what exploded up here. But there it is. Oh no. That costs so
Nice buzzsaw
much.
shot.
And the EMP lands, and it takes out the machine gunner. Oh no.
Shutting down the workshop tech there as well.
That's,
Lower base will be unable to build anything for the duration of that EMP.
yeah. That's pretty yikes. That's just unfortunate. There's no other way to put that. Sitting there losing energy with no energy production. It's gonna reset them so hard. Oh no. Well, the Spook Commander does give Team 2's lower base a little bit of energy to play with, but they don't have any energy production for so long as that core is shut down, which means that they were draining energy out of their reserves for a significant period of time. Looks like Team 1, despite opening with the EMP, is going to be switching over to the laser tech. I wonder what their plan actually is. Is it really just lasers out of all fields? 'Cause they're not particularly swift about it.
It's definitely late in the match for that, but I guess they're just going to try to suppress, but got rid of all their weapons, so I mean,
I guess.
it's an odd match. that's
Like
for
they tried to suppress, but they're not even. Team 1 isn't even really ahead of Team 2 here. Are they actually behind?
I think their tech is behind, that's for sure. But,
Yeah. I
mean, economy-wise too. I think they're additionally behind as well.
Yeah, so Team 2, their players are on maxed mines, except for their topmost base, who is missing a single mine. Team 1, it does not have anywhere near maximum economy here. Their technology is in sync-ish. About a quarter of the way left to go for each of them on their laser tech. Whereas the right-hand side, their tech is finishing up right now and has access to all of their mines and additional turbines. So Team 2 is just ahead at economy and is about on par with technology. So despite all the aggression coming out of Team 1, they really haven't done enough to make the difference here.
Yeah, both teams coming up with their tier 2 tech pretty equally here. Team 2's lower base is munitions plant just coming out now.
Just what makes this even more interesting is that it's already cannon o'clock. That the heavy weapons typically would already be firing, and yet Team 2 just placed their first laser.
Yeah, definitely
I
a slow
noticed
match,
that-
that's for sure.
On Team 2, their top player, I think, forgot to make storages because you don't start with storage on this map, and that really set them back. They were floating for a while.
That would explain that, actually. I didn't notice
That is
that.
a common mistake. Common blunder.
Indeed. I guess that's just a lack of familiarity with this map, I suppose. It's usually the cause of that.
The sniper going back and forth, hitting the
Yeah.
same tiny door.
Or tiny doors, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Constant struggle.
Curious. I do appreciate that both teams are actually using their snipers through their tiny doors. Just give some kind of pressure onto the opponent, have the threat of damage, even if nothing has really happened. That was a beautiful shot out of Firework, by the way. Landing 2 shots directly on the tiny door almost immediately.
It's very close.
Very, very close. I don't
Using
know
the
what
active just
to expect.
Spot. That howitzer is going to do a nice chunk of damage once it's finished from Team 2 here.
Indeed, and it's going to be finished not terribly long after Team 1's weapons. So Team 1 will get off a volley or 2 before that howitzer completes. It's already in the danger zone as Umbrulo fires the first heavy weapon of the match at the 7-minute mark.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it's very late. I'm guessing Finn's howitzer here is going to be the target for a bit. Just hoping that it doesn't fire from Team 1 here.
I
They
absolutely
don't have the AA
agree.
or the defenses to handle it.
God, the sniping out of both sides. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Team 1 loses
It's
their...
just like it's ricocheting everywhere.
Yeah. It's like everyone knows that all the heavy weapons are under construction. They're not ready to fire yet, so just nothing to do but wait until the snipers are out to play. The strategies revealed, the hands played. Time to micro.
Replacing the sniper for a turbine. Interesting. Interesting. Here we can see Amarillo using open doors instead of just regular armor or bracing to support his more stretched parts of the base.
This is a
Definitely a good
tactic
idea.
we have seen several times throughout the years. Oh! Team 2 activating the commander ability just in time, cutting short Team 1's laser burn.
Wow.
A lot of damage dealt with that one.
Oh yeah. Alex receiving a lot of damage while not being able to repair it as easily now. Having only one mine.
Yes.
Slight problem.
Laser from above cutting deep and into the economy of the top base, whereas the howitzer from below just causing ridiculous damage, bringing a massive repair bill.
Oh, going straight for the core now. Oh, the counter laser. My gosh.
Nice.
That worked.
Technically
nice.
not a door snipe, as it went below the doors, but did the same job, removing Team 1's laser.
Very nice shot. Snipers are still sniping, just trying to clear the skies for the howitzer to get through. Looks like he's making room for a second, and is gonna have a second howitzer soon here, saving up metal as well.
It's only a matter of time. The laser. Oh, the double laser.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Luckily he
He's
didn't put
got-
it down yet.
yeah. He had so
that
many
magic trick right there?
doors.
This buzz says could do a lot, but
The buzzsaw reflecting off the energy shield, going right back from whence it came.
oh, it's disconnecting now. Oh, trying to do just some damage while they're not connected. Trying to get anything done that they can Additionally, those shields, when disconnected from the core, shut down, so they take time to come back online, allowing Team 1 to deal a lot of economic damage to Team 1's lower base.
Yes,
Team 2 lower base here.
that is by far my favorite way of disabling energy shields, just because players don't expect it.
It's a good way around the problem, that's for sure. And usually pretty easily done, too. Oh, my gosh, firework.
Taking
The
a
doors are
page out
still
of
open.
Mateo's book, the howitzer gets door sniped, removing the entire segment of Team 2's howitzer position.
Very nice shot.
Excellent, yes. We have more lasers flying to and fro. Oh no, are we going to see the swarm missile placed for Team 1? It looks like it. Wait for it. There it is.
There it is, yep. Interestingly enough, though, the tech was placed as such a way that it was in the way of the swarm missile.
Yes,
So,
I mean, to
one
be
and done,
fair,
I guess.
yeah. Once the swarm missile's placed, you don't really need the tech anymore. You can
That's
simply
fair.
salvage it. I'm surprised to see Team 2 let the upper base from Team 1 make a comeback from that. Oh!
That was a lot
Massive
of,
damage.
structural damage.
A little bit of
Oh my gosh.
self-reflection there. Buzzsaws out of both teams. He rebuilds the tech. The lower
Yeah, why
workshop
did he
tech.
do
Just scooches it over a little bit. Bit of foresight would have been good.
Remember, Team 1 is not pinch fist, so they do not get 100% reclaim.
Mm.
It is expensive
man.
to
Ooh.
sell and rebuild technology.
Oh.
Core damage has been dealt.
Yep.
A little
Wow,
bit of
all the way
fire.
down to... Nope, keep going. There we go. All the way down to 81%. Jeez.
That's going to put Team 1 in the lead at this point. Seems neither team able to really deal significant damage or actually break the defenses of the other. I suspect this match is going to go to the timer.
Yeah, only a minute and 50 seconds left. Oh,
Indeed. Minute and 40 seconds left. Team 1 is in the lead by means of Team 2 losing some of their core HP.
a shot like that could really deform Alex's base, or Alex's base up here. Oh, like that? Oh
Yep.
man. Yeah, if those struts go, he is, I think, done for.
Yes. Yes, that would cause a chain reaction of him ripping off the side of the wall here and falling into the abyss.
Going for the shot again, but there is metal there, strategically placed by Alex. Definitely well placed. Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's
okay.
happening again.
Uh-oh. He
The
doesn't
nuke
notice
is
yet.
discovered. And it's
Oh, there
gone!
it goes.
And
Oh,
with it, any hope of that nuke ever being launched this match?
Jeez, ooh. Those pieces of metal are so blue.
They're still blinking despite being metal.
Oh yeah, that is scary.
That's any amount of deformation onto the upper base here will result in the end of the upper base.
Mm.
Like just
Both teams really
causing
just
enough
doing more
recoil.
structural damage. Nothing too serious, but I think Team 1 does have this.
I think
That,
so.
that fire spreading was the nail in the coffin for Team 2 here.
There it is.
Yep.
Team 1 with the victory.
GG. If only the nuke had survived.
If only, if only. We could have seen it launch at least once.
Yeah.
Could have. But it got sniped.
Yeah, the sniping that round was very good. Very
Very.
impressive.
I just like when every player has the opportunity to sit down and just participate in the sniper wars.
Very AI battle-esque.
Alright, so now we're moving on to the lower bracket, second round. Looks like it will be Copium versus Eaton's coaches next up.
Very nice. So yes, we have Sussells moving on to the semifinals to fight Team Seep. Eaton and Mateo should make for a good match.
And we have Team Copium in the lobby. Just need Stefan, and then we'll be on to the next match, or at least on to the bands. Hypothetical question. What do the rules say if someone's core is at 100% but in freefall as the match ends? We've never seen that situation. It has never arrived.
Yeah, I mean, even though at that point I think it would still go to, technically it would go to core damage, or overall damage, but
Yes.
that would be a tough call to make.
The official rules say we all go, wow.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Scatter and Seep have been banned.
Or Scattershot.
One of these times, Scatter won't be banned. And then we will see a Scatter mirror match.
I hope so. I never liked him that much before, but now that he's getting banned so much, I just want to see. I just want to see it now.
It's the snipers. Every time. They're so strong.
Okay. Must be getting close.
Let's do this.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Slight change of pace here. On the left-hand side with Copium XD, we have the Warthog Commander. Warthog Commander known for its synergies in the late game with the heavy weapons. They're facing against their opponents, Eaton's coaches. Here in the lower bracket. Eaton's coaches going with the Spook Commander. So as is part of the Spook Commander's benefits, Team 2 is aware that Team 1 has chosen the Warthog Commander. So Team
2 is expecting heavy weapons here out of Team 1 most likely.
Absolutely. Team 1, on the other hand, has not been officially revealed, has not had an opportunity to officially see what Team 2's commander is. Although, given the strength of the commanders in play, they, I'm sure, have a very high suspicion of it being Spook. Interesting
We
note.
see swarm missiles being built.
Swarm missiles extremely popular on this map, just because of, especially from the lower position, due to the closeness of the match, as well as the relatively low economy. Makes the early game scraps just a little bit more dangerous.
Oh yeah, and especially with Warthog, as his missiles fly a little bit faster. Not super
Indeed.
fast, but somewhere in the middle.
The Warthog's benefits also apply to the upgraded swarm missiles, the Warhead. Which means extra explosions all around. least extra explosive power.
Very scary for Team 2, that's for sure.
Now, Team 2 should be aware of this, in part because they are spook, in part because Team 1 is not making any effort at all to hide the nuclear aggression here.
They're loud and proud about it.
Yes, yes they are. And it's about... They can actually launch their first swarms right now, and indeed, they will. Targeting turbines. Looks like Team 2 will successfully defend their turbines.
Yep. Just barely, though.
But now, I wonder... So Team 2 is just going double heavy weapons here. Whereas Team 1's got one early aggressor with Swarm Nuke, and one late game powerhouse with the laser technology.
With the nuke, no. Or with the nuke. However, Team 1 will be able to do that additional damage with the Warthog active, so...
Yes.
Those nukes are scary, especially with the speed upgrade.
Yes. I think more importantly, Team 1 will deal damage to Team 2 with that nuke unless Team 2 responds in force and gives a heavy reaction here. Like the warhead out of Team 1, especially as Warthog, cannot be ignored. Team 2 will take damage if they don't react appropriately, take map control, get up a heavy amount of anti-air, or otherwise slow themselves down to spend resources on dealing with this warhead.
Oh, what a buzzsaw.
Critical damage.
Dealing core damage as well. Oh my gosh.
It's all gone, Brent.
Uh-oh.
What's happened here? He's
Massive.
15% left.
Oh, that throws
his
a wrench
battery
in the
died.
plans. Yep.
So
That's...
a little
wow.
extra greed goes a long way. Buzzsaw chopping off the good bits of Team 1.
Hey, that
Nice nuke.
Okay, some good damage dealt all around. Team 1, very suffering. Very suffering.
Oh yeah.
Not much
That was a
HP left
crucial
on that.
hit.
That was... I'm surprised they let that happen.
Buzzsaws are dangerous.
They're very dangerous. That... He had both lasers down. That's 2 explosions on the foundation. On his core. That's
Oh, yeah.
just... How do you come back from that? Team
It's
2...
pretty rough. He might... at this point, he might just go for fire beams just to support the Team 1 bottom player here. Fire beam just to block AA as the nukes go across the field, which they're about to do.
I think he has to.
With
It's
the
right-
active, oh, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Because right now, Acker Freak here is single-handedly suppressing both players on Team 2 with his sniper. Which is impressive in its own right, but his time is limited. Because Team 2 hasn't been really stopped, and now is going to be fielding their heavy weapons, and is going to return fire with a vengeance greater than anything Acker Freak has been able to deal right now.
I think while a single shot with the howitzer would hurt Team 2 or Team 1 here, I don't know if it would be lethal to either player. It would be very painful to the bottom player here on Team 1, but I don't know if that would kill him entirely.
If it goes right through one of those gunners and hits near the foundation where the batteries are, like, you don't... That's not an acceptable hit.
Oh,
Wow.
shot.
The nuke went all the way through that. Through all of those gunners.
Oh.
Ooh.
Massive damage.
Nice core damage shot.
And it takes out the sniper, so there's nothing to defend the minigunners. The minigunners fail to defend themselves.
Oh. The fire
He
beam.
uses an entire
Oh,
fire
man.
beam to take out the sniper. Oh, that's great. Just to try to save the
Hey, I
gunner.
mean,
I mean, he did. He sold off
It
the
worked.
gunner and got the money back for it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I just want to point out that was a manually aimed, preemptively fired gunner round to defend against the howitzer.
Well, they were nice shots, that's for sure.
Yes. Yes, they were.
We have the active.
You have the active, we have the energy, and a bold move firing at the upper base with that.
Oh, lighting them on fire as well.
Massive
Oh,
damage.
Critical damage.
Not enough.
Oh. Wow.
Straight
Team
to
2
the
didn't
core.
like that nuke.
I am genuinely
very rough.
surprised to see that they fired the nuke at the upper base. Like, I understand that it was the closest to destruction, but the closer base was clearly the bigger threat. I guess they were trying to get greedy with it. But now...
Yeah, nuke into those tiny doors in front of the howitzer would have been very, very painful for Team 2.
Yes, and almost indefendable. Like, that was a near free, a guaranteed hit.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know
Team
what
one
Team
top
1
base
does
here.
here.
yeah, I don't know if he can't even defend the howitzers right now, at least as it is. Oh, the fire beam.
Yeah. So now we just end up with Team 1, no weapons, nothing but a chip damage of HP left on the base, on the core. And it's got okay economy, but Team 2 is fielding multiple bases of heavy weapons and has just brought the howitzer cannon combo online. This is surely how it ends.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Noah's gonna have a hard time coming back from this. Especially with his opponents draining his eco. That's not gonna be easy.
Noah running out of money, not even able to repair the damage dealt to him in that last volley. And the next volley is reloaded and ready to go. And they're getting a swarm missile to add insult to injury. Oh no.
Instead of going for center mass, they're just going for the weapon expansion, just scouting to see if there's anything up there.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Nice job, gunners.
The sniping from Team 2. Without their god tier sniper, Team 2 ruins.
Oh my gosh. The sniper.
Just a clean cut. That's something you don't see every day.
The gyro stabilized sniper.
That's satisfying every time. Are they gonna try to end it with a nuke? I think they're gonna try to end it with the nuke. That howitzer's been ready to fire for a long time. He just hasn't fired it. Alright. Nope, he's not firing it yet. Alright, he wants to snipe some more. Okay.
Keep the gunners at bay.
Where's the... Did they not have an army? They don't have an armory, so we're not going to see any flak out of Team 2.
Oh. Oh.
And swing and a miss. Howitzer dealing massive damage to cannon follow-up, not hitting where it needed to. Still dealt a huge chunk of damage with both of those hits. The cannon slamming onto the energy shield, which is an extremely expensive repair bill and totally worth doing every single time. It just missed the core, where if it had hit the core, that would have been an immediate game over.
Team 1 on the back foot here for the most of the match after losing those. That's the initial buzzsaw shot. Pretty hard to come back from that. You can see Noah struggling here.
Ooh. That's about the best case scenario for Noah there.
Yep, no core damage dealt, but oof.
With 0 funds left in the bank, Noah's not able to repair. And the fire beam's off cooldown. The nuke, it comes in. Noah's just selling off his storages. Just for any amount of extra income.
Here we see a downside of Warthog here. Once you lose your heavy weapons, there's not much point to having him. He doesn't provide any type of ability to come back. Oh, the the fire beam.
The
God.
fire beam, the anti-synergy, burning the cannon shell out of the air. That looked like that would have been a lethal shot, too.
I think so. It looked like it would have gone through.
Like, that looked to be aimed to the core at the perfect timing.
Noah just
fire
spamming
beam
for his
to
life at
the
this point.
nuke. Yeah, I'm pretty certain Noah doesn't have a path to victory here. Just
we
wants
go.
to hold on as
There
long
we
as
go.
possible. And there it goes.
GG.
Team 2 with the victory. We
Poor
see-
Warthog.
He did hold out for such a long time there.
Dude.
He
Yeah.
did.
A good job.
Very, very well played. That is Team Toxic Triard, Team Eaton's coaches. Moving on to the next round.
Warthog's losing image. It looks so sad. Oh.
Okay, so it's Danke Merkel versus Toxic Trihard.
Yes.
The last of the lower round 2 bracket.
Indeed. Moving on to see who goes up against Eaton's coaches, defeating Copium XD. The round 2 matches.
Danke Merkel on Team 1.
I'll have Bowser and other teammate.
There we go. We have Scattershot Band
Again.
and Phantom.
Oh.
Oh
All right.
no!
Was there?
That was
Uh,
Danke Merkel can't use Phantom this round. How dare you?
oh god.
That's funny. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But Stalactites 2v2, we're probably going to see some Seep play this time then.
Okay.
It will be very scary.
Very, very scary.
All right. Only so many commanders you can ban.
Alrighty, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Let's do this. And we're off. Ladies and gentlemen, here on the left-hand side, it's Danke Merkel having selected the Pinch Fist commander. We're going to see some cannibalized bases, and well, that's already happening. But their commander choice is revealed to the other team because Team 2 here, the Toxic Trihards, have selected the Spook commander.
Pinch Fist is going to make for some, oh god, interesting plays, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Here on this map, even on this map already, we have seen the rear turbines cause some damage. By that I mean be the direct cause of destruction of the players who are using them. So it's you know, that is the downside of them, especially from Pinch Fist perspective, where Pinch Fist specializes on cannibalizing your own base.
Definitely a risk-reward thing here.
Oh yes. I am curious as to what strategies will be employed. We haven't seen Seep selected in this particular match, so it is unlikely to see an unusually high amount of swarm missiles. Given the position of the rear turbines, it's actually safe to say no one will be going for swarm missiles in this match, period. At least not in the foreseeable future.
Common strategy on this map, if you're not Seep, obviously, is going for a howitzer and a cannon on top base, and bottom base supports with either double fire beams or laser combo.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if both teams do that.
Looks like we're leading up to that.
That's what I was going to bring up, because we do have, well, the cannon tech out of both top bases and the energy weapon, the laser tech on the lower bases. One thing
Top
worth...
base Team 1 already has the storages.
Yes. One thing worth noting, Team 1, both of them are a good 20-30 seconds ahead of their opponents here, which is par for the course, given that they are pinch fists. They can cannibalize their base more efficiently, and turn that into a faster rush of heavy weapons. Where Team 2, they can see it coming, they have spook, but they can't go faster than pinch fist.
Yeah, knowledge is only so important if you can actually do something with it. If you're doing a mirror battle and they're faster than you, then there's not much you can do.
Yes, and that has been an argument against spook. It's fairly common, and with good reason. Here we see exactly the howitzer and the firebeam plasma laser already placed, and that's a quarter of the way completed. Whereas, look at that. Their opponents
Place down.
doing the same exact thing, but that's just a solid 30 seconds behind, which is expected. So I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out. I suspect this is just going to be Team 1 finishing their weapons 30 seconds faster than Team 2, firing and dealing critical damage before Team 2 has an opportunity to do anything about it.
You see regular laser coming out from Team 2 here. Interesting setup for those lasers there. The doors are going to be a bit funky.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I suspect they had a mishap. Box size is too small and had to redesign, and instead of redesigning, just elected to put the laser somewhere else. I suspect is what happened there.
Well, we'll have to see how it works.
Yeah, all
Door
players
snipe the
involved.
laser would door snipe the fire beam as well.
Yeah, actually, it would, which is
Be unfortunate.
very unfortunate. All players involved, spending their time getting defenses ready, as it is coming up to cannon o'clock, and everyone knows they need to be able to take hits, and so they're going to do that right now.
Durlo shooting the first shot.
Solid
Fire beam
hit.
follow up with the laser.
Runs out of energy
shot.
before it completes its burn. Not perfectly aligned with the firebeam plasma beam focusing weapon convergence.
Nicely timed spook ability took the rest of his energy so he could do the full plasma.
Indeed. One of my
Cool.
favorite elements. If your opponent's doing a swift timing like that, a very sharp timing, and is using every amount of energy, as Pinch Fist often does, just use the spook ability. Cut it down in its prime. Oh! The sniper
Ooh, nice snipe.
door sniping the fire beam, instantly removing it from play. And
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Defense is hanging on by a thread. Oh, the howitzer.
he's got to
He
fire.
has to get that fired and protected.
He's got to put a turbine. He has to turbine it.
Oh god.
He gets
Luckily
the
the turbine
turbine.
didn't break the camel's back there and make the whole thing fall over.
And that's it.
Oh,
Nice.
There
what
we
a nice
go.
fire beam. Or Kanufagis.
And there it goes.
Oh.
Player eliminated.
Very nice shot. Or combo of shots at least.
Into the wall with that one.
Just as I say it.
Oof. So this is about panning out as I expected. The pinch fist rush, it just comes out faster. They had more time. They had more resources to get the defenses ready. They just had a faster timing. And sure, Spook was aware it was coming, and they had about the ideal defense against it. But it doesn't matter if they get a whole extra volley free against you.
Yep. Oh, that was a nice snipe, but jeez.
Wow.
That was such a good shot.
Howitzer's strong.
Hey. Oh, he almost did himself in.
Almost. I want to see that last shot again in the replay because that was a satisfying
nice.
laser slice at the end there.
Well, that's what happens when you go chunky defenses against a howitzer type build. Kanafugi's had a good defense there, but Bowser's was a bit, I think, too tight knit. Just did a lot of damage, a lot of weight all in one spot too.
Yeah, and once one forward brace broke, it just the weights chain reacted all the way through the rest and just ripped it off.
Yeah, those early volleys from Pinch there really gave Team 1 a commanding lead. Team 2 had no real chance of, I think, coming back.
It does make the argument that Spook should not try to match a late game rush.
Yeah. Yeah, Spook is not exactly tailored for that kind of mission there.
So we're doing the lower round, round 3.
Yes, lower bracket round
like it.
3. Danke Merkel versus Eaton's coaches.
All right. No. Ah, yes, the map. What will the map be? Ah, balls.
Balls.
All right. Team 2.
Remember, you guys can see the bracket for yourselves using the bracket command in chat.
Oops.
That's right.
Rip firework.
And there goes Pinch. All right.
All right, scatter shot and pinch fist band on the map balls. I suspect we're going to see Seep play.
Yeah, that's scary.
It is very scary.
Have we seen? Has Scattershot been banned every match so far?
Every match in the tournament, yes. The qualifiers, Scattershot did see 2 matches played.
I know there was a mirror match. I think that was
Yes.
the only one.
I think there was one. I would have to look back at the qualifier matches again. But today we have not seen Scattershot played, and Scattershot has been banned every single time.
Big sad.
All right, I believe we are about good to go here.
Yep, here we go.
Just whenever the players are ready.
Looks like they are. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
And we're
Interesting.
off. I am not terribly surprised. I am surprised to see Phantom, but I am not surprised to see Phantom because Danke Merkel has been using Phantom at every possible opportunity so far. And here we have Danke Merkel on the left-hand side doing exactly that. Facing off against their opponents, Eaton's coaches, using Spook. Spook, another fan favorite, or should I say a player favorite.
Unfortunately for Team 1 here, their Phantom shenanigans are no match for Spook.
Yes.
She sees all.
Spook does see through Phantom's gimmicks, through the mechanics. The fake devices are not fake to Spook, and Spook can see inside the bases of their opponents during their active. So all of the weapon shenanigans and the base invisibility stuff is null and void. So it is not impossible for Phantom to gain some benefit from their commander, well, abilities. It is just mitigated strongly.
Yeah, at this point, they're kind of just limited to just using the move feature.
Exactly.
Moving things to and from inside their bases, which is still very good, but
Yes, and
they do lose a lot of versatility there with going against Spook.
let's be real here. Even when the Phantom Commander players have been trying to do brain games, mind games of various kinds, even against opponents who are not Spook, it's fallen completely flat. They've seen through them.
Oh yeah.
Like, you do not need Spook to deal with Phantom Commander's mind games. You don't need it at all. And every time they've attempted, it's just not worked. And it's only ever worked against them. So, I don't see the Phantom Commander's abilities here being used by Danke Merkel, aside from the weapon moving, the repositioning mechanics. And that isn't affected by Spook. So, yes, sure, Spook hard counters mechanically everything that Phantom does, but practically, it has no effect because you can't use those abilities on Phantom anyways, not at this level of play.
Yeah, very true. Although, the Team 1 here, not knowing that Team 2 is Spook, they're going to try to trick them anyway, just to see what they can get away with, but as being Team 2, they can't see everything and being the observers.
Yes.
Us up in our bird's eye view.
We see here that Team 1 is building some fake swarm missiles, just to try to play some mind games against their opponents. Their opponents are not respecting this at all, because they know that those are fake. Also,
Additionally, they can see the fire beam being placed, at least on Team 1. All the weapons being placed that are hidden for Team 1 are not hidden to Team 2. They can see those get placed. Oh, sorry, not a fire beam. A magna beam.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're probably gonna do their
Oh.
Magnum Beam cannons again.
Oh boy.
Last time, they battled their way out of the qualifiers with this build exactly. They did it with style.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're hoping that it'll have the same effect here.
Yes. And it's on the same map as well.
Yeah, balls is very good for this. The defenses above and below the core, at least on this map, are often lacking.
They kind of sort of have to be. As the balls
Just the way this map is
forts
built.
are, yeah, they're not particularly stable. You have to cut defenses somewhere. And considering you would have to defend top and bottom, usually like split half and half, which just means you're not fully defended against much of anything on the top or bottom. And given the Magna Beam cannon combo, that's a lot of firepower coming from above and or below.
Oh yeah.
Can cut
Yeah, usually on
through
maps
everything.
like vanilla or usual hanging maps like that, there's just two axes of defense. With this, there's 3 sides that the weapons can come from, so it's pretty brutal to try to defend all 3 of them. Uh-oh. Dual nukes here. Both are technically hidden, just by virtue of background bracing. Ooh.
So it looks like the mind games worked. Bottom base is making AA for no reason.
Interesting. I mean, technically they haven't used their active yet, so they haven't really seen that they're fake, but if they were paying attention close enough, they would have seen that those were ghost swarms being placed.
Curious.
Well, I guess they work slightly.
I'm wondering if I'm wondering if there's another reason for the machine gunners being placed, and I can't think of a reason. Why
I
I'm-
can't either. I don't see a howitzer anywhere or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that they're afraid of a howitzer. Maybe they are afraid of a howitzer or potential howitzer. We did
Well,
see.
top base can see that he doesn't have enough storage for howitzer, so even if they did a trick with the sandbag, it couldn't be.
It's like I don't.
Well, it seems that they know about the Magda beam at least. They are defending getting a lot of sandbags on the upper sides. Oh,
Oh,
nice
Oh.
nice pre-fire there. Uh oh.
It does drunk nuke things. Drunken master all the way through. Okay, here we go.
there we
Was he
go.
active? Oh god. Oh, what a shot.
In from
That was
below.
awesome.
I almost just tried to slow down time there because I was expecting something cool to happen. Oh god. I'm so used to watching him in slow motion.
Team 2's top base killed one of the cannons though with his plasma.
That was a very
Yes.
good shot from both players there. Both teams doing a lot of damage. Although I think Team 2 got the worst end
Yeah.
of the stick there.
Indeed,
Yeah, they
knocking
killed
their
a laser,
core,
a tech, and some batteries.
Oh yeah.
knocking the core
And-
all the way down to 23%, which is
77 core damage done.
Indeed, that's a lot of damage. They cannot sustain another hit like that. But there is a perfect example. Top base defended from the top, expecting those shots to come from above. They just came from below and nearly ended the game. They could potentially have ended the game if they were slightly better aimed, but that's not really something that you can expect.
Nonetheless, they did cripple top base quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
is still
that's-
able to fire his weapons, but it's going to be rough if he loses a laser or his core. You know, those things are important. Jeez.
Damage being thrown either side, but no coordination, nothing that's intended to truly destroy, just trying to keep each other in check, deal as much economic damage as possible.
We have missiles coming out from Team 2's top base here, just trying to possibly help his lower companion. Try to get those nukes through.
I mean, so far the nukes have been fairly successful. Team 1 does not have much in the way of anti-air.
Especially from that low angle, under the ball. It's hard to have AA that can attack from down there and get there in time. Oh. Ooh, core damage. That is scary.
I am surprised to see Team 2's top base has not gone over and above with the defenses around their core.
Here they go again.
I'm not sure they're going to
Waiting.
try to fire this time.
Yeah,
Because the cannons are off.
He used the cannon up just before the active was used, so I
Yeah.
think that was a
I think this is just
Maybe
a
just a,
defensive.
yeah. Ooh.
Just trying to survive while they do some base reconfiguring and defensive. Yeah, they didn't try to attack during that.
Oh wow.
0%.
That was very close.
0%. How?
What?
Ah yes.
Cannot take any
Zero.
more damage.
That is scary.
You should do portals to make sure he doesn't die.
Yes.
I don't think
This is-
I don't think we saw any portals in the qualifiers either.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen portals in the qualifiers either. We haven't seen portals in a with the exception of the horizontal mortars, we haven't seen
Yes.
portals.
No defensive
Yeah.
oriented portals, that's for sure.
We have yet to see defensive oriented portals.
Although in this case right here, this would work very well. Unfortunately, the way the missiles are placed, top base on Team 2 is unable to fire them unless he wants to risk having his core touched, which I even breathed on. I think it's gonna go kaboom.
Yeah, you see, he could also just portal those out too.
True.
Portals they are a thing that I think a lot of players, especially at this level, forget about them because portals are just so inefficient and deeply suboptimal in so many different ways that considering them is just like blasphemy.
Yeah, he is building a lot of turbines back there just to ramp up energy production for the nukes, but he still can't fire the last one.
Oh, this is going to be an aggressive play. Activating
Uh-oh.
their cloak. The spook firing blindly to where the cannons were meant to go, but the cannons were placed elsewhere.
Going for the trick shot, kind of misses the mark there. I bet they could have killed the core just straight on.
Yeah, I think if they just sent both of those cannons straight front door, just straight center mass, it would have done enough splash damage to end him. Of course, Team 1 doesn't know how much HP that core has left. At least not.
Nor does Team 2.
Well,
Technically they do, but
yeah,
I'm sure it's still terrifying.
a little bit, yes. No way.
Nuke.
The nuke going between the bullets.
Team 1 does, they can see that smoke just pouring out of that core, so they know it has to be close.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
no.
true.
They can totally see that it's close. And for me that would trigger my just touch it response. It seems to not be that. It seems to not have an effect. Danke Merkel seems to have a little bit more reservations on the matter.
Yeah, very interesting. He opened up the defenses, which is
Here it comes again, the trick shot.
would be afraid. Oh yeah, just going
There
for
it
the
is.
there it is. Yep. Nice shot.
Trick shot not even necessary.
This fake swarm has been deleting for this entire game. He won't connect to it. It's driving me crazy. I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Oh, the nuke again. They keep hitting.
That nuke is too much.
Going for the cheeky buzzsaw shots. Everywhere on Team 1 lower bases, just everywhere is protected by metal.
I don't see a way for Team 2 to come back in this at this point. As much as there are nukes and nukes deal ridiculous damage, Team 1 is not relying on machine gunners to defend. As long as there's enough wood to just face tank and rebuild, then those nukes aren't going to be game ending.
We see double cannon here.
There it goes.
Oh, what a follow-up shot. GG.
Wow.
Just some deep penetration, time and again, is enough to make the difference.
Very well played.
GG.
All right. Oh, Danke Merkel moves on to the lower bracket round 4.
There it is. Eaton's coach is knocked out. I'm super... Danke Merkel moving on here makes me happier than you guys know.
And why is that?
Well, in part because Salzwerk is in it, and we can have a winner POV in first-person view. And in part because they're somewhat newer players to the tournament scene. As we've seen, like, Stefan doesn't have badges. Salzwerk has one badge, season 14, 1v1 top 20, but no tournament victories before. This is
Wrong way.
What?
I think it's the wrong way around.
What did I...
Eaton's coaches is Salzwerk and Stefan.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Danke Merkel is
You're right.
Ambrulo and Finn.
You're correct. I've misspoken, and I've misspoken very harshly.
We'll take out in post. We'll take out in post.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They are new, though. Relatively new, yes. In a similar situation, they too don't have tournament victory badges. And it's nice to see.
But even then, they still they got pretty far. Eaton's coach is there.
Yes.
Alright, I will be back later.
All right.
Okay.
Good
luck.
luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right. We have Team 1 here. The map is Caverns.
The map is Caverns.
Cool.
So, can Sussells defeat Seep? Is
That
the
is
question.
the question. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
Mm-hmm.
All players involved have multiple tournament victories. And this is going to be a good game, regardless of the outcome.
There's a lot of medals in the lobby.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's
Jeez, Mateo's. Oh my God. Mateo has so many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 badges on Mateo.
My gosh. And there's so many community badges too.
It's wild. Wait a minute. If Eaton and Mateo win this, Eaton won't get any closer to usurping Mateo as for the most badges.
Sabotage him. Oh God. All right, so Team 1 bans Scatter. And Team 2 bans Spook. I guess they don't even need me. Whatever.
They know. They have been cat-herded enough. They are learning.
Oh yeah. All right.
It looks like our bans are set up. The map selected. Our players are almost ready. And there we go. Time's up. Let's do this.
It's all work.
There we go.
Yep, here we go.
Alrighty.
3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Alrighty. On the left side, playing as Pinterest, we have Eaton and Mateo. On the right, we have Firework and Alex playing as Seep. Oh God. Oh boy. This is gonna be rough.
Indeed it will. Both of these commanders known for their early game, or at least their aggressive potential. I expect we're going to see a lot of damage dealt and not a whole lot of ability to recover from it.
Yeah, Team 2 here is probably just gonna go all out missiles. All out nukes probably as well. It's gonna be very dangerous.
That's a good way to put it. I mean, why not? You've got the Seep commander. Bring the
Anyone here going
explosions.
heavy eco.
This is a relatively
Definitely, yeah.
recent trend in the pinch fist build orders, where rather than just rush out weapons as fast as possible, you go up to 5 mines and 3 turbines. And then you kind of sort of eco it out, and you abuse pinch fist being pinch fist to still get out weapons and tech about as fast as physically possible, but have the economy behind to back it up.
Yeah, before not having the eco late game was pretty rough. So if you don't get it sooner than later, it's hard to get it later.
Yes.
Yeah, and having no eco is not fun. You could have quick weapons, but no core.
That's kind of par for the course for pinch fist, even with the economy. That hasn't changed much.
Oh yeah, it all has to be a good balance. So nice about the commanders. They really do add a nice dimension to this game.
Oh, they really do. And I appreciate that with the bans system, it actually enables for things to get mixed up even more, as opposed to just being pinch fist versus pinch fist every time, or scatter shot versus scatter shot.
Oh, both turbines going down.
Yes, remember at this distance you can't really react with wood structure. The structure will not
Especially
complete
a
in
seed.
time. Yeah. If you're architect, you can use wood to defend.
True, but not knowing where it's being painted to is very rough. Don't know where to
Yes.
defend, so you just kind of spam the most vulnerable places and just hope. Hope it's going somewhere else.
That's the bit that gets me every time. It's like, well, there goes my
Well,
opportunity
I'm
to
gonna
know
get
what's
hit
going
by a
on.
nuke, but where is the question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, turbines going again. That second one's probably gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Definitely gonna go.
The sniper clean through.
Yeah. The
So
sniper guarantees the kill on those every time.
it does. So
Pretty
that's gonna
rough losing his turbines twice there.
That's
Lot
going
of
to
metal
put
wasted.
Mateo in a rough spot. Mateo, the player that typically goes heavy weapons of the pair.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
I think that's 1,000 metal and turbines gone.
Yeah, that's going to put him
That is
way
quite a bit.
behind.
Additionally, he's placing a lot of sandbags, which is eating into his already energy-starved eco. It's rough.
And it's only a matter of time before the nukes come out for Team 2. And then it's only
yeah.
going to get worse.
Yep, this is how you work your way into nukes with Seep. You keep the pressure on heavy with swarms. And a good target for that is the turbines.
Yes.
Quite feeble.
They're very vulnerable to swarms, very hard to protect, and a great way of slowing down your opponent. Here, Eaton has been largely uncontested, so he's going to be getting his howitzer up in about the expected time frame. Uh-oh.
Oh. Nice shot, but no
That
core
was
damage there.
about the best case scenario for Team 1 here. The moment those nukes didn't get shot down by the flak, or the moment the flak got baited to shoot at the swarm missiles, and those nukes were guaranteed to land, that was a rough position to be in. I'm surprised to see...
Mateo automatically assuming he was going to get hit by the nukes.
Yeah.
Safe assumption, to be fair.
I'm surprised to see Mateo putting metal there, and I would like to see Mateo expand backwards, perhaps use ropes so that he could drastically lean his base further forward to get a little bit more extra space.
Yeah, Eaton has a really, really nice base here for defending against Seep everything, really. The back turbines mean that there's no early kind of cheap shots on his turbines, and he has big box everywhere.
Yes.
It's definitely a good way of defending, and kind of knowing that your teammate is going to get hit instead of you, which that knowledge is pretty helpful.
Howitzer
Especially when going late game
exposed.
howitzers like this. Well, I say late game, a bit more later than the nukes. A lot of AA from Team 2 here.
They were expecting
They
it.
want to eat their own medicine. Oh, yeah.
It doesn't help that the howitzer is fired at a very low power, which it kind of has to at that angle in order to hit the lower base, but it does mean the howitzer physically flies slower and is less likely to hit the target. It gives the anti-air far longer to clear the howitzer out.
Oh, the nuke. It makes it still no core damage, but oh no, more turbines. Oh god.
Poor Mateo. Mateo is
Oh, wow.
nowhere near getting his laser up and ready.
Eaton's doing his thing now, just sniping with an exposed sniper out there. Slow velocity again,
enough?
but I think it's going to make it.
It does.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Very well
Turbines
placed shot.
destroyed, and, well, this is a sniper. A few other little goodies. Good damage, but nothing that's going to really slow down Team 2 here.
Additionally, that damage kind of recoiled his base forward a little bit. Looks like he's having some weight issues possibly on the front. Those load-bearing struts are kind of exposed, not defended super well. If they get hit by a howitzer down there, it could be lethal. Or the incoming lasers from Mateo here.
The lower base already has stability tech in place. I would not suspect there would be a credible threat of collapse, but it is something to be concerned about.
Yeah, the defenses are a bit weak down there just by virtue of having the gunners.
Oh!
The fast nukes. Uh-oh.
Well, that makes a difference.
Luckily that didn't go down further.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The
we're
nuke
nearly
slamming
killing
into
Alex here.
himself.
Yeah, that's kind of a downside of this map. Additionally, with snow leopards as well. Both maps have a hard time with that. Oh, The howitzers. He's not able to get through. Very
It's able
easily
to
there.
get through. Not much damage being dealt. Oh no. The cannon going to fireworks top base, hitting ground and dealing no damage.
If only he was Warthog.
If only, if only.
Let's see.
I hate.
Going with the active again. It's scary. Trying to get them to hold their flak as much as they can so they can fire the nuke. Hopefully uncontested for Team 2. Oh, the speed.
It makes it
Very
through.
nice.
I just want to point out, Eaton is doing Eaton things again, and by that I mean he's got no defenses in front of his core. He's got 2 cannons adjacent to it with with the most minimal amount of defenses around them. It's just this is a true pinch fist base right here. Look,
Oh, yeah.
look at that.
Oh, and there's
He's
a battery
got
there too.
he's got a battery. He gets door sniped once,
Oh.
he's gone. Like his entire base falls apart. It's just direct to the core. He's got nothing defending his base right now. They're just not shooting at him.
He's got tech.
Like, this is what Eaton does every time, and he never gets punished for it.
Oh no, he hit his own brace. Ooh. Luckily for Alex here, Firework is coming in clutch with the gunners.
Again.
Oh no, Ethan hits the same shot.
I think he's trying to aim for the economy there, knowing that if he hits those mines, then Firework in this top base is just done.
Yeah. Mateo had a nice shot there on Firework's core. If Firework did end up going, or did initially have back turbines and that was all open, that could have been a nice shot.
Yeah.
But Firework has, by virtue of having missiles, not done that, so slightly unfortunate. Man, Eaton really likes hitting that one spot.
He did actually get the energy shield this time, so he is aiming for that economy position.
Makes sense. It's a good place to hit. Mateo using his gunners offensively now. It's a very good way of using your gunners when they're not doing anything.
Oh yeah, Gunner's one of my favorites.
He placed a repair center.
But why though?
I'm guessing it was a misplaced sandbag.
I'm confused what
I'll
Eaton
miss
is
it, but-
aiming at now.
He could be going for the nukes as well. If he could get rid of that sandbag, the sniper would have a shot over the turbines. But I mean, it would be a tough shot to make. Oh, the nukes.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh!
Oh, the airburst.
I still love that sound. It's so good.
Oh yeah. If that second nuke had made it through, his laser probably would be gone right now.
Oh, right through.
There we go. Over penetrating, going all the way through the base, removing the turbines and with it fireworks energy production. It's gonna slow the nukes down.
Team
Fire-
2A is still holding strong.
Yeah, I think.
I do feel like though, it could change quickly if Eaton decides to get an upgrade center like he just did.
Oh.
Oh, the nuke.
That's not
The
good.
nuke.
Okay, it makes it. Team 1 in a dramatically superior position over Team 2 at this point. We've gotten to the phase where swarm missiles and nukes just don't have the damage output of the heavy weapons being fielded by Team 1 here. But you can never count out the nukes because there's just a chance that they end the game. Every time they're fired, there's just a chance.
Yeah. Sandbags coming in clutch there. Mateo taking some revenge on Alex for what happened to all of his turbines. Looks like Eaton is getting an upgrade center. Probably going to upgrade one of the flaks into shotguns just to get rid of the AA, as it's all exposed on Team 2. Definitely a good idea and a good way to get the howitzer through for once and for all.
I am amazed. He's still got those cannons there, and they haven't been. I can't. Like, surely they try to
mean-
shoot at Eaton at some point.
Yeah, I mean with the nukes, knowing that Team 2 only has nukes, there's not really any penetrating weapons, so having cannons there, while risky, getting hit by nukes, they're kind of more likely to fall or just be disconnected.
I mean,
still,
the forward
scary.
cannon, it's sitting on a piece of wood that's directly exposed to nothing from below. That could be shot by anything, a swarm missile, and this game ends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
A
look,
swarm
he's
missile from below
he's
would be
gonna
rough.
he's gonna sell it off. There's nothing stopping him from immediately losing the game right now if just like a pair of swarm missiles hits that position, which swarm missiles are very good at doing.
I'm sure if Team 2's lower base had like lasers or something like that aimed up there properly, Eaton would definitely not be leaving that exposed. But I think he's willing to take the risk right now.
Yes, and it's a risk that is paying off. Oh, there
Oh,
goes
core damage.
Core damage.
everything.
And now it's
Again, the non-Seep player dealing core damage.
Good lord.
Mateo has so many gunners.
I mean, good.
Yeah, he really went full aggro mode here. He really needed to, though.
Yes.
Those gunners helping a lot.
Eaton's just getting ballsy now. He's getting exposed flak.
Oh, not this map. Oh, the laser. Very nice.
All right, Firework officially out of energy with that last volley and with no production. He's not going to be firing his weapons for some time. 60 seconds left in the match.
Mateo really showing here how a little bit of wood goes a long way when defending against some rogue nukes.
Yes.
Doing very well at defending. Looks like Eaton is just building wood now, just a tank for the last minute. He knows they have core damage, so he's just kind of
going for the mines again.
Waiting here.
He gets one
yeah.
this time.
Surprisingly, he goes for them now. The economic damage is usually seen later in the game, like after the nukes die or after the mines die. But I mean, at this point, I think it's over.
Yeah,
Mateo's selling all of his mines.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
15 seconds left in the match,
Oh,
and there it goes.
and just building a whole nuke wall, even though he's got nothing. They are very confident. Selling his turbines as well. Yep. GG.
Team 1 with the victory.
Well played. Nearly the same damage though. Damage inflicted there. God. Oh no. Didn't hit in time. Very well played.
Very, very well played. And there we have Team Seep moving on to the finals. Knocking Sussells down into the lower bracket to face off against their new opponent, Danke Merkel.
Indeed. So last match in the lower bracket of round 4. We have Sussells versus Danke Merkel, like you were saying. So we have one team already in here. Very good. And then we have the winner of the losers bracket going into the finals here against Team Seep. And then that is a best of 3, I believe.
Well, it would be.
finals?
This is a double elimination. So right now,
double elimination, so I don't think we
Seep,
need that.
yeah, Seep has 2 lives remaining, or should I say 1 extra life remaining, and the winner of this will be going into the finals with no rematches available. They will have no extra lives. So they will have to defeat the Seep team twice in a row, or get knocked out.
Oh, 7 crossfire.
Let's see, team name. Sussells is team 1 this time. There we go. On Wingman.
This was a clarification. No. I thought both teams banned Scattershot there for a second. I was like, wow.
Surprise!
Here's Seep. All right. You have Seep and Scattershot banned.
Excellent. Just as someone points out, this will be a rematch of round 2, Sussells versus Danke Merkel. Where
Indeed.
the last time they met, Danke Merkel were knocked out.
Yep. Danke Merkel has a chance to redeem their redeem their honor here.
Alrighty.
Are they gonna choose Phantom again? I'm betting
God.
they're choosing Phantom again.
Oh,
Here we go.
that was definitely an interesting match the first time, so hopefully we have something similar. And I think it was... No, it wasn't Wingman. It was just Vanilla Large.
All right, let's do this.
3, 2, 1.
No tech sharing this time, sadly.
If they manage to tech share on this map, that would be more impressive than anything else they could do.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it would be absolutely amazing.
Oh. And
Surprise!
looks like we
It's
called it.
Phantom once more. On Team 2, Danke Merkel on the right-hand side has once again selected Phantom. Facing off against their opponents, it's the Sussells as Warthog. This is a... Was it Warthog versus... It wasn't Warthog versus Phantom in round 2. It was...
I think it was... I'm not sure.
I don't remember what commander they chose.
I don't either.
It's probably Pinch Fist or Seep.
Probably. Yes, it was, because they did the full metal reclaim with the tech sharing.
Yes.
And the
Yes, it
metal
was.
sharing as well, that's right.
So this is...
Like we
This
have
is... Oh, and they're opening up with the Swarm Missile aggression. So Team 1 is going to be getting a little aggressive. I imagine the Team 1's second player going to be going for heavy weapons tech of a kind here. Although their timing is a bit off. Looks like Firework microing his micro and not his macro is going to have to sit here and wait for some time, delaying his technology somewhat.
We need a book of like forts openings, like chess openings.
Selling off a mine as Phantom. What are you
Interesting.
doing?
Could there be a swarm missile
Tell
going
me
there?
you're not putting a swarm missile there.
Oh
Please
god.
tell me you're not putting... No, okay, he's going for a cannon
Oh,
tech.
okay. Interesting. I mean, it's usually a weak point for that that base design up there.
Yes.
I guess it could make sense that he's deleting it.
It's usually a weak point, but I mean, it's a starter mine. Like, that's just good. You don't have to pay for it.
True.
I
I'm
think
surprised he
he
didn't
could
move
just
it,
move it.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Interesting.
See,
Maybe just a
the new
little
one
oversight there.
back.
Yeah. Yep. He could have just moved it. Oh well.
Yeah, so this is a fairly standard 2v2 opener where we have swarm missiles and heavy weapons coming out of Team 1. And on Team 2, it's heavy weapons all around. Are they going to do the Magna Beam combo again? They're going to get nuked.
They might do it here. If they do go lasers, they will have a nice defense for the Warthog missiles. That could cause for some good interactions between the nuke and the laser there.
Well, I guess only one way to find out. We'll find out here in... how is that going to be? Another 30 seconds? Perhaps not even. Find out in 30 seconds or so if they're going to go for that strat. Whereas the nuke is coming online in about the same amount of time. That's going to be more death. The problem Team 2 is going to face here is their lower base is going to have to go for Magna Beams if they're going for that, and that's just going to be rough because energy is going to be an issue due to the impending amount of explosions.
Yeah, they're gonna need to protect the. I mean, if they put the Magna Beam on the bottom of Team 2's
There it
lower
is.
base,
There's a Magna Beam. They're trying for it. They're trying to go out. They're going to meme or they're going to die trying.
I think we saw this last time on this map as well. This team tried this. They had the backwards flax and everything, and actually worked surprisingly well.
In the
They did
qualifiers,
lose,
yes.
but you know, it's the effort that counts.
Yeah.
Until it doesn't.
Here comes the first heavy volley with no
With the smoke though, it's
anti-air.
gonna be tough to defend, especially if they get AA. Oh.
massive damage. Here we see another use of the backwards flak. That's just the deepest entrenched gunners possible.
Double entrenched. Interesting. Putting a repair center down.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
Against
curious
smoke.
to see where the weapons are going to go. The Magna Beam, because I'm sure I mean, there's really only a few spots it could go during the active. So
Yeah.
Team 1 is accounting for that. And does smoke block the movement of weapons and anything? Like, I'm guessing you can't build stuff in that area, right?
I've never attempted to phantom move, reposition a weapon or something into a smoked area. I assume it does not work.
Yeah, that would make sense. Jeez, these tournaments really bring up some niche, counters.
Yes. There's actually several positions that Magna Beam could be moved to during the active. Anywhere along the
True, it
front,
could go below
anywhere
as
across
well.
the top, yeah. So Team 1, during the active, when the cloak is happening, it could go really anywhere.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
Comes
Just a
in
bit
from
lower than that.
behind.
Yep. Both players look at this. They're defending their backs. It's very very interesting to see, adapting their strategies to make sure that they defend everything.
They're firing where the Magna Beam was. Welcome to Phantom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if they wanted to have a Magna Beam in a permanent spot, probably below would be very nice down there in the big wood. Just having some angled shields up or angled doors upwards would do well.
I'm curious. Look at the thick defenses back here. You go to the piece of metal. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you kind of have to. Otherwise, bad
Oh, yeah.
things can just happen. But with the Warthog active, we could expect to see some extra damage output here with the Warhead, which should be fired now if it wants to. Okay, there we go.
Yep. Team 1's lower base has more entrenched flags. Oh, wow, it gets taken out. Not
I
bad.
didn't expect it to get taken out there. I
It's very
expected that to
close.
land.
The refire though.
Oh, yep, we have the refire. The flax are... I mean, they were prepared to fire, but he opted for defending it anyway.
Yeah, that was,
Probably
in
a
my
safe
opinion,
call.
the much better call.
Here we are again.
Visibility.
Additionally, the smoke could block the Magna Beam's sight.
Oh.
A little
Oh,
bit late
there you go.
on the
Yeah,
Magna
slow.
Beam firing.
Wait, I'm
Oh,
surprised
no.
Team 1 hasn't tried that yet, blocking the Magna Beam's beam with smoke.
I don't think they're just. I think they're just not prepared for it. Like it just comes out
Yeah,
out
it
of
makes sense.
nowhere. And if they try doing that, it's just gonna reappear somewhere else.
Oh, wow. That was a very nice shot, even without the active.
From inside, it explodes.
Causing some deformation that flak will get shot, I think. And there's just barely an angle.
I think that actually causes enough deformation that putting the Magna Beam there is difficult now. I just realized the turbine that was temporarily placed there has been moved.
Well, at least they're lower. Oh no!
Ooh, an energy
That could've been
shield
bad.
at the wrong spot.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they haven't gone for lower base. Right now, their top base, I mean, has one fire beam, which is really just, it's all it's there is for is just supporting Team 1's lower base.
Well, that time they
were
did
trying
try to go
there.
for
They
lower
did
base.
shield. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the energy
Makes sense.
shields redeflected the Magna Beam back to themselves, and so it didn't actually hit lower base.
Uh-oh. Oh.
That's it.
Oh man.
Straight in there.
That's
It
shot
goes
will not
deep.
do. Yep.
Oh yeah.
They hurt a lot, more than anything
Of
else.
course, my ping turned into someone's telephone number just as that happened, but
Oh no.
uh,
That's
this. Jeez.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
At least
that
at
is-
least Team 2 has the ability to make direct fire cannons, which they appear to have been developing for quite some time. So they're not out of it
Yeah,
just
firework
yet.
with that fire beam, doing quite well. Oh no. I wonder if the nuke's gonna get pulled in.
It does.
Oh.
Oh no!
Uh,
It finally detonated after it burned down.
what timing?
And the timing on
It was
that.
strategic. It was strategic.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Ooh! Repositioning that cannon at the perfect time.
Oh, he has triple cannons.
And
Oh,
they're
if only they
exposed.
still had the Magna Beam, that would be very deadly. Oh,
One more. He doesn't have the
power to
energy
fire
for it.
3, but
He's gonna have to move the other two at least before he fires the third.
oh,
Fire
there
the
he is. He's
third.
ready.
And move it.
Oh, a bit high, but jeez, a lot of damage though.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been lethal regardless, but that's extremely good damage.
If he can dip those shots in there, right next to the core where that broken piece of metal is, that would be definitely where he wants to go with those shots.
Oh yeah, a triple cannon like that again can absolutely just end the game here. Or at least end that core in particular.
Uh-oh. Oh, it dipped in time.
Unfortunately.
A lot of weight. Those Amberlow's fort is handling it well, it seems.
He's got a stable fort. It's very
Oh.
defensive.
Oh, the cannons.
Shot.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh, that cannon, I think, is gonna die.
they still don't know where to shoot. Oh no. The cloak is
Oh,
so
wow.
strong.
So
He
close.
moves the cannons out of the way just in time. But
I
that's,
mean, oh jeez. Alex really only has defenses on his fort right in front of his core, so I mean, below, 3 cannons really could get through and deal some critical damage there.
the nuke lands again.
The Warthog firing nuke.
Oh, that's an exposed core here, boys.
31%. Oh, but it's not on fire, so. There we go.
That's it.
GG. Wow.
Very well played. Strong last stand. But Sussells takes the victory this time around.
Super well played.
All right, then. We have Sussells moving on to the finals. It's going to be our potentially last match of this tournament. If Seep wins this, Sussells will be knocked out, and Seep, with Eaton and Mateo, will take another badge to their name. But if Sussells wins, Seep will be knocked down a life, and will have to win once more to come out on top. Alright, so Eaton and Mateo go to Team 1 on this side. Firework and Alex, Team 2.
Down. Very nice.
Man.
Something about this map is very nice. Saving it for the finals, I believe.
I just want to shout out to Danke Merkel bringing Phantom and actually being powerful with it in ways that Phantom is they were utilizing the strengths of Phantom in a way that cannot be utilized by any other commander, and they did extreme damage with it.
Yeah, they did very well. Moving the things around, the turbines, all of that stuff was very, very good in all the matches, so it's not just a fluke. They have some serious training with Phantom there.
Firework and Alex, I think I know what they're doing here. We have Scattershot and Architect Band.
Interesting.
I think I know what's going to happen this time. Why not ban Seep? Because they want you to use Seep.
Okay, I think everything's set.
We have our map, we have our commander bans.
We have our players.
All they must do is
All
ready
right.
up, and then we'll get going. Into the finals.
So just as a reminder, if Firework and Alex do lose this one, they will be knocked out, and Team Seep, Eaton and Mateo, will be the victors of this tournament.
I think Eaton and Mateo is so thrown off by the obvious mind games going on in the lobby screen that they're redoing their strategy or talking about it because they've not yet readied up. They're like,
well, it's definitely important.
Yes,
Have
yes,
their
it
story
is.
straight.
Like, okay, they're doing something weird. What are we gonna do about it?
Okay. Everybody's ready.
They're just raising the tension, that's all.
Here we go.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Let the finals begin.
And we are off. Go ahead and take us away.
Alrighty, on the left side, Team Seep here, we have Eaton and Mateo playing as, oh boy, we have Seep. And on Team 2, we have Alex and Firework playing also as Seep. Uh-oh.
We've
Oh,
got
boy.
a Seep mirror match going on here, boys and girls. Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
gonna be
in
fun.
these finals, it's going to be a mirror match with the same strategies, the same build orders all the way through. As this lower base is definitely Eaton, right? Like,
Oh yeah. Don't worry, you're not crazy.
yeah, like this is
It's
a
pretty
very
identical
Eaton
bases
thing.
here. Everyone going for very similar ideas as we can expect. Everyone going all in Seep. The missiles will be flying.
It's all in sync.
It's almost like these players have done this hundreds of times before.
Oh yeah.
So at this point, I don't expect to see anything unusual. It's just going to be basically a missile rush, and whoever lands the first hits on the turbines is going to be in the lead, and it's just going to spiral from there. Now, mind you, when it comes to swarm missiles and the inevitable upgrade to warheads, the strategies in these weapons rely very heavily on RNG, so even if one player or one team seems to be in the lead, it can change very, very quickly, and almost without warning. Like, you have no way of knowing what's going to happen until it happens. And that's just kind of how this match is going to go. So we're going to see the first swarm missiles launched in the next 10 or so seconds. Turbines are going to be targeted. Some players are going to have sandbags, some players are not. Sandbags may or may not help. It looks like they're just preemptively selling off
here we go.
turbines. Look at that. It's like they
Honestly,
know.
it might be a good idea.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Although a interesting interaction here with both players playing Seep. Normally the target painted would be hidden. However, both teams can see where the target is technically painted for the missiles. So as a caveat for being Seep, you get to or as a benefit, you can see where those missiles are targeted. So it's less hidden than normal, but still it's hidden. And then us being the observers, we see all.
I just appreciate that they sold off the turbines, knowing full well they're indefensible at this point.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Team 2's active is already charged.
Team
And,
1's
Team 1's
active has
already
already been used.
Oh yeah.
It's the warheads are partially upgraded, the swarms are flying, the turbines are
Pulling for the
dying.
missiles. Mateo seems to have a bad rap this whole tournament so far. Poor turbines.
He just gets targeted a lot. It's Mateo. If he doesn't get targeted, he
Looks
does
like-
some nonsense with the lasers and you lose the game.
Oh yeah. Looks like Eaton is reconfiguring his defenses in the front, just making them big box for the preparation for nukes coming in. Definitely a good idea. Looks like Mateo's didn't ever get an upgrade center. So I'm guessing he's not looking to go into mines or upgraded swarms into nukes.
Mateo never had the material, never had the money to purchase an upgrade center. He's been constantly rebuilding and getting exploded over and over again.
The struggle is real.
That's the joy of targeting
like-
turbines.
Yes. Looks like Alex and Firework here are holding off on their active ability until they have the nukes like now.
And there it goes.
This is going to be pretty painful for Team 1 here. They're both targeting top base. Wow. If
Wow.
only they had a buzzsaw. Oh, the swarms. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
There it goes.
Wow.
And it's gone.
Eaton has been destroyed.
If they had used that active ability beforehand, they would not have gotten that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
Jeez.
There's not much in the way
Very
of anti-air
good.
for either team here. They've been defending by just having big chunks of wood in front of their base, which is usually the preferred way of doing it.
It's very good tactical use of the commander. It just goes to show that spamming the commander ability all the time is not always the best option. Just pummeling him now, knowing that Mateo is no AA.
Yeah. No AA, and with that kind of damage, no money to repair. Let alone fire. Mateo's probably
Just
gonna...
curious as to why they chose that location to target. With that little opportunity there, why not aim for the core?
I imagine just because it's one of the most likely areas to deal damage. As if they target that spot, then they can cut off the economy, and if he fails to defend that, then they win, and it's a harder spot to defend.
Yeah, see, they keep aiming for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they might just be trying to disconnect the nukes, just in case he is able to fire, which, unlikely to happen, but, you know, trying to kill the mines as well, like that.
Yeah.
Making sure he has as little of an advantage as possible.
That expansion is Team 1's best opportunity at victory. If that goes away, it's just Mateo's in a really bad spot. It's in an untenable position from there. So they can either target the top expansion, or they can target the extension from the top, or from the bottom to the top.
Using the active. Team 2 has a lot of AA at this point, though. I don't see how Mateo could come back here using missiles.
Yeah, that's a near complete shutdown of everything. Even the swarm missiles barely made it across.
The airburst missiles from the nukes there getting shut down. That's how you know the AA is strong.
Mateo has to transition out of missiles if he wants any hope of doing damage, and that's not going to happen.
Oh boy. The sniper existed for 1 second. Last known
there he
location.
goes.
Oh
That's
jeez.
There we
EG.
go.
GG.
Wow,
well
that was,
played.
that was a quick match.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Seep Mirror matches.
All right.
So with that, Sussells actually takes that one and knocks Seep down a life. So they go on to the next round.
Yep.
Into
So-
the decider round.
Oh yeah.
This is the big one.
Don't see Eaton lose very often.
Yeah, but here is a
Yes.
rare example, and now it's with no lives left, no redos. We're on Vanilla Large. Scattershot has been banned, as has Spook.
So the winner of this one will. I'm afraid to say anything. Whoever wins this round will win this round. There we go.
Yeah, I still credit Eaton and Mateo as the stronger team, but just barely. Like, obviously, if last round was anything to go off of, it is obvious that Firework and Alex can absolutely knock out Eaton and Mateo here. So this is going to be good, and I'm excited to see.
Incursus, could you switch? Oh, you did.
Yes, the teams have been switched.
Cool. All right. Rome needs to ready up. There we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I just got word that someone put 50,000 channel points on Eaton. Oh.
It's kind of a lot.
no. What a loss.
A lot of channel points.
I mean, he is usually the safe bet, you know?
True.
He's like the Cyril of forts, for those who are familiar with the StarCraft community.
Alrighty.
But now
Well,
the-
on the left side, switching sides here, we have Team Firework and Alex Sussells going up against Team 2, which is consisting of Mateo and Eaton. Interesting. Sussells going for Seep here again, and Mateo and Eaton going for Pinch Fist this time.
I mean, Pinch Fist is the tried and true to the meta for a very long time. Regardless of what Team 1 does, Team 2 can do it faster. We have seen the devastating effects of a Pinch Fist rush, especially when the players are going for the same builds in a mirror match of builds. But we're not seeing mirrored builds here. We're seeing swarm missiles and, well, it's going to be swarm missiles into fast nukes out of Team 2. But also, what it's going to be a heavy weapons rush. So we're going to have, out of Team 2, it's going to be swarm missile early pressure into laser tech. Into, well, that's going to be fire beam, plasma beam. Follow-up. Whereas Team 1 is just going to try to end the game. They are Seep, they have missiles, and they will let those missiles fly.
Yeah. Team 2 here looks like bottom players going for lasers. I'm guessing that's Mateo, and Eaton up top going for missiles. Have to see how it works. Oh, yep, there we go.
Mateo loves his laser beams.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Team 2, they are fully aware that there are missiles on the way, so they are preemptively preparing.
Very speedy as well. Mateo, oh my gosh, look at Mateo's base. Oh, he hears the missiles fly and he's like, oh god.
I want to point
Oh, God.
out, he got all of those sandbags placed almost within the same frame. It was just a click and drag of sandbag placement.
I'm sure there's a camera hot point right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I want to say this
uh-oh.
time, Mateo successfully defending his turbines. I should stop talking.
It's gotten to a point where we just sort of think it now and it happens.
To say, Eaton lost his turbines this time, but Mateo also lost his turbines, which is kind of par for the course for swarm missiles, to be honest. This is one of those maps where you can't get rear turbines, so there's no saving them. There's no safe place to put them.
Yeah. Which does make commanders like Seep more powerful, as killing turbines is fun.
Yes, and it's one of the reasons why Seep is so present on maps like these.
We're not complaining though.
That's why he gets banned a lot.
Oh, Eaton opting to not protect any of his stuff, losing a sniper in the process.
Sniper and...
Nice shot.
Only two
And some
out of the
turbines
turbines.
as well, but who needs turbines when you don't have snipers?
That's a very Forge thing to say.
Oh.
Despite all of that, Mateo did manage to get a plasma laser, a laser beam placed, which is not terribly delayed. So that's going to put Team 2 in a decent position.
I'm wondering if Alex is going to start targeting the laser. They probably know that some heavy weapons are coming out of bottom base at this point, so they're going to have to assume that there's something big somewhere.
I imagine
Go
so.
for that next. Although Mateo's, arming it to the teeth with defenses.
Oh yeah, the moment those missiles are launched in his direction, he's going to be getting in another swath of sandbags in front.
Oh yeah. I think any direction.
Yes.
Oh, we have Firework coming out with some swarms of his own just to overload the sandbags, it looks like.
There are the sandbags placed. Is that a nuke incoming?
As the active.
Indeed it is.
Oh!
Heavy hit.
Wow. What a dip.
Diving deep on into the depths of the fort before detonating.
37.
Uh-oh. Eaton has his nuke out. The swarms are there to protect it, but they really don't have enough AA in general anyway. The nuke doing a lot of eco damage.
That's a
little bit of core
massive
damage.
amount of splash damage.
Oh yeah. Although, knowing nukes, it could have been much worse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, we have the buzzsaw. Very nice. Mateo is punching bag for this round.
You did call it Mateo the big threat this time around, and so he is being targeted. Team 1 is aware of the laser position.
Oh, I don't think Eaton can target the lower part of the base. It is unfortunate his sniper cannot snipe the gunners on Fireworks base,
Uh-oh.
or at least the lower ones.
He takes it out. He takes out the nuke with a sniper round.
Uh-oh, laser's ready.
Oh.
Oh,
That could have
luckily
been
for Fireworks, that was not a
way-
laser shot, or a nuke shot.
Yeah.
Could have been bad. We've seen that many times in the past.
Where the nuke gets touched by the plasma laser and then
Oh, yeah.
dips back down into the fort.
Straight to the core.
That would actually have been game ending there.
Oh yeah.
Poor Eaton getting bullied by snipers. Team 2 does not have map control at all.
Yeah, at this point that laser is going to be their one true good defensive weapon, I think, at this point. Once that flak comes online, possibly not, but at this point they're going to need that laser is going to need to be used to defend against the nukes.
Indeed, but Mateo doesn't
Especially
have
the-
the energy to fire it. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
even close.
His poor turbines.
He doesn't have it.
Here we see Firework getting a nuke as well. Just to pile on top.
Remember that Team
We have
2
an upgrade center out of Eaton as well. He could turn those flaks into shotguns. Oh, there it is. There's one of them.
does. Interesting.
Additionally, he could get AP snipers here to kill the snipers behind doors, but it's a bit of a takes time. And you could just
Yeah.
door snipe. Why not?
That's an expensive investment as well when there's plenty of other things for a normal sniper to do.
Very true. Looks like he's just poking around. Oh, that's a lot of gunners removed.
Is it
That's
enough?
gonna hurt. I think
It
so.
is.
Oh wow, the nuke defense.
The sacrificial
insane.
armor.
That was very lucky.
Oh, yeah.
There.
They definitely can't count on that for every time now. That's gonna be. Ooh,
Both nukes taken out of the sky.
wow.
That
Well
would have
played.
potentially ended Mateo's laser if those had made it through. There's still 7 minutes left in the match. We're only halfway through the timer.
Oh jeez.
Things have escalated
I don't know
so
if my blood
quickly
pressure can
here.
get much higher.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It makes it
Oh, the nuke.
another heavy hit.
Wow, no core damage.
Oh, and a laser. Jeez.
Oh my! It is.
I'm amazed that didn't do any core damage. Very close to the core.
It's only a matter of time.
Oh yeah. Oh, the nuke.
Makes
Ooh,
it.
It makes it through. The shotgun's repairing. Wasn't able to fire.
Both
Firework and Alex
teams-
holding up a really strong fight here.
Yes. Both teams relying on sacrificial armors to take hits from the nukes to mitigate the damage.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh, still no core damage. My gosh.
Man.
Just how he's surviving that is fascinating.
Yeah. Team
It's-
Team 1 has RNGs on their side right now.
Does he use the
nukes,
shotgun
the
as
dual
anti-air?
nukes. Oh my gosh.
The laser survives.
The laser survives. All
Hey.
that Team 2 cares about right now.
Yes. Eaton loses his shotgun, which is unfortunate.
That can be rebuilt though for not too much. the laser would possibly be game ending though.
Yes. Oh. Okay, so Team 2 is getting desperate. They've just upgraded their swarm missile to a nuke. That's their concession saying, we can't beat you down consistently, so we're going to rely on RNG to do this. And
Oh,
to
the
be
flags have been
fair,
used up. There we go.
it's extremely effective.
Indeed. They just have to really hope that their shotguns can take care of everything. All of the gunners from Team 1 here. Could be unfortunate.
I wonder if Mateo is waiting for Fireworks nuke to fire so he can laser it again. Oh, he's surely
He
doing
might be.
that, isn't he?
But the turbine row on Fireworks base is not very protected at all. Additionally, he only has 2, so I'm not surprised
Here
if
it
Fireworks
comes, here
could be
it
having
comes.
energy issues.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's using
the
it as
laser used for
anti-air.
defensive purposes. Oh, what a nice dip. My
yeah,
gosh.
in fact, the machine gunner caused that because he made the drunk,
yeah.
the nuke drunk just before it hit.
At that point, it would have been better if Eaton's base, if Eaton just didn't have any gunners. Oh, we have smoke. Oh, can they snipe them in time? Uh-oh.
It's not going to
Almost
be
in
enough.
time for the dual nukes. If only they had kept those. If only they had kept the smokes for a little bit longer. Those dual nukes coming in could have been game ending for either one of the bases.
I just want to point out, Firework and Alex are so in sync and on par with their sniping. Uh-oh. Oh, this is potentially lethal. Nuke's going to make it through.
The nuke. Oh my gosh.
The splash damage doesn't touch Eaton's core.
Just barely though. Jeez, very close. Both Eaton and Mateo, their cores are on their last legs here. I think another nuke hit to either would be bad. Oh,
Doesn't converge
yep,
the
it's
shots,
on.
but the sniper takes his vengeance and removes the fire beam. But there's no laser to stop the nuke.
here comes the Hail Mary. Dual nukes. Oh, there's so many gunners though. It's not
They
enough.
don't make it.
Jeez. Hail Mary is not in the building, I guess.
At this point, I'm thinking they've got to aim. Eaton and Mateo have got to aim for Firework here. As much as Alex is a bit more damaged, a bit more vulnerable, Firework is just at a position where his fort is easier to hit to get any amount of damage done.
Uh-oh.
There's not much
There is
AA
very
left,
little A on the field on Team 1's side.
but those have no cover.
Oh my
It doesn't
gosh.
matter. The manual
Wow.
AA, the snipers and
Jeez.
the buzzsaw are enough to
Buzzsaw.
manually
And
bring
the
it down.
They were both on top of that.
Yeah. Who needs machine gunners when you have snipers? For
Oh, yeah.
AA. That's what's going on here.
Oh. Could have been bad. Both nukes.
Taken down.
Very nice shotgunning from Eaton here. Mateo opting for smokes behind doors this time. Definitely a good idea. If they
If-
can get more smokes up, which they do have 2 currently. that could
It is
be
entirely
very bad.
possible for them to do this. They need to wait until Eaton has 8k energy, or I guess 9k energy. And then they need to fire at the same time. Oh, they're not ready.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the smoke is a bit too early. Oh, the flak does self
Yeah.
damage.
The coordination
Making it through
not
once
there.
again. Yeah, Mateo's smoke went a bit too low there.
They didn't lose anything critical in that. They can do it again in a short amount of time. In fact, the moment everything comes off reload, which they have now, they have the commander ability available. They can fire right now. Retry.
Oh boy.
There's one smoke.
Oh, just barely
shotgun.
taking out the sniper.
There it
in
is.
time.
That's the
Uh-oh.
perfect. That's everything they needed right there.
Uh-oh.
These are landing.
This is what they needed. Oh my
Massive
gosh.
damage.
And the follow-up with the laser.
Eaton and Mateo pull it off.
My gosh.
50 seconds
their
left
last
in the
legs.
match. Oh. It is still possible for Alex's nuke here. Okay.
Nah.
Nah.
I think at this point.
It still touches and does core damage.
Oh my gosh, core damage. Wait, they collectively have
Oh,
only 44% core damage.
Team 1 still wins this in 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh. They've done enough core damage. Okay, Team 1 has to not collapse himself first of all, but if he can stay alive for another 15 seconds.
Eaton is going to be
man.
so mad.
If he wins by core damage, oh god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. Everybody's blowing up. That's
Oh
awesome.
my god. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Eaton and Mateo have been dethroned. Here we have Team Sussells
Sussells.
What a game. What a final game.
Congratulations,
in
Sussells.
with the victory,
Oh, yeah.
taking the finals.
I
What a
guess I
laser
should
shot.
update the, I had the winning screen set to seep. I must change it. My God, I must change it.
Seep's profile picture was foreshadowing of who they'd lose to.
Yeah, that's right.
My gosh. What a game.
Oh my, there you have it. Congratulations, Firework and Alex. Tournament champions once and again.
That was awesome. As usual, but that was actually extra awesome.
That was a very good final game.
That's why we love our tournament competitors here.
Yep.
They're so very skilled. They put on the best games, and we love to see it. Do we have
Yeah. What a
the
final
winner
game.
screen up and
Oh my
running?
gosh.
We do.
Yes. It has the lovely logo.
Congratulations.
The lovely Sussells logo. Oh man.
Complete with the Among Us bean.
And the dipping nukes.
Perfectly.
Oh man.
Perfect. All right, then. I want to say thank you for everyone involved. Thank you to Nosehead, one of the main developers here of Forts, for being here with us, putting on this and sponsoring this tournament, getting it set up. Thank you for Barbaretto, my co-commentator here, keeping us entertained throughout all of this and showing good games for the fans. Thank you to Knight Sinclair, the newest member of the Forts community, and the person actually in chat bantering with you guys and helping you guys out, answering questions. Thank you to Romero for doing all of the behind the scenes, the cat herding, and the management so that we don't have to, and we here can just be the voices and put on the best show for you guys. And thank you to Salzvark, who is also streaming this to the German community in the native
And
tongue.
thank you to you, Incursus, for doing all of the thank yous.
My pleasure.
Thank you,
My
Nosehead, for
pleasure.
thanking Incursus for doing the thing.
And once again,
All right.
congratulations to Firework and Alex for taking the Forts 2v2 championship for themselves and earning themselves another badge. Congratulations.
Very well deserved.
Absolutely.
All right, is there anything left to say?
Thank you, Eaton, for coming out and commentating and having a nice insight for us as well.
Yes, and also good work in the games. That was very close. And very
Oh, yeah.
well played.
Alrighty.
All right, then. With that, I'm going to say have a good one, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next tournament.
Indeed. See you then.
Later.
See ya.
So.